Hello, and welcome along to episode 38 of Sogravia, the Last Bastion. Last episode, we spent our time playing The Sims in our wonderful Lantern Mansion. We also got some stuff done. Went to spoke with Torgar Hammerstriker, who is now the champion of the... Champion? That's not what I'm looking for. Defender General of the Dawn Guard. He has taken over the command of the forces at the border, because basically Sullivan guilt-tripped him into it.
Oh, let's go.
Nice. It's sort of like he gave it some thought, and when Anvar lost some men in a tragic mistake, he couldn't allow the men to die because he wasn't doing his job, basically, and therefore took command. You also brought Olgasha, the giant, to this moment, and this being Olgasha. And over a wonderful, sumptuous meal served by the many invisible servants of the mansion within a lantern, you sort of came to the realization that the giants are going to be artillery and rock throwers, and that Torgar hopes to mount the first offensive in 40 years into Shadowvale territory over at Kabach. You left them to it, though, because you've got your own mission into Mistralia, and that's pretty exciting. Marcus told you that he wants to follow in your footsteps. He feels like you're destined for great deeds. Kind of, pretty much. Arman has obviously already said that he's going to follow you into Mistralia, and Starling told you that if you leave without her, she will track you down and kill you.
Fantastic.
So, you've got a little party going on, but where better to gather them than home?
I haven't been here.
So the idea was that you would visit home briefly and get some rest and meet the tree, after which you would visit Van Hania, where you were told you would be met by Yen. Yen is venture captain of the Dawn Guard, and she has just returned from a long foray into Mistralia. She has made the second largest amount of forays into Mistralia as a scout, Kalis having made the most, or Kalis having made the most. However, Kalis has retired from travelling into Mistralia about 30 years ago to be the venture general and have a bit more of a paperwork-based job, I guess. So he doesn't have as much up-to-date information as Yen. So hopefully you would be able to get enough information from the two of them to prepare yourself for travel into the lands of the Shadowvale.
The Furying Guard.
You've just come from there. Obviously, at some point before you go, you need to take Zavril back to the Bastion of the Sisterhood.
Put him in the deep sleep.
Oh yes, but you also need to get there, which means contacting Kailana.
I was gonna say, do we know how to get there? Isn't that like
nobody
a whole
knows how to
thing?
get there. Nobody knows how to get there, but you can contact Kailana, and she will be able to take you there. But you're at home, and as you got home, running over the bridge, you got, they're home! And 4 goblins running across the bridge to say hello, while Starling stands in your doorway as if she owns your house.
Yay.
Yay, we're home. I'm gonna go to sleep.
It's
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I think it's 11 a.m. We haven't updated the time in a while.
Exactly.
We haven't updated the time in a while. It is 11 a.m. It is Tarsak the 11th, and 43 days have passed.
Wow, that's a little bit more than I expected.
Well, I didn't
Less
update
than
it
I
since you left the
Yeah.
Furying Guard in the mountains.
Fair.
So you went for, there was a date and everything. But yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I would like to take a moment to have a little look around the house, or at least the exterior. Does everything still look intact in one piece? Have they done a bang-up job of keeping everything?
Yeah, it's the same home. It looked like this.
Matt turned into a dog.
Hello to the papa. It's fucking gorgeous.
So cute. What? How did I not know Matt has such a cute dog this whole time?
I feel like it's been a while since we've seen Matt's dog.
It looks
You do an inspection. The house looks great.
Oh yeah, the house, yeah,
It looks cool.
Everything's
fantastic.
fine.
Anyway, back to the dog.
Yeah, back to the dog.
I would like to go to my bedroom. Because I'm assuming at some point we'll walk past a post office.
Okay.
But there must
You're
be a
going
post
into
office
Valhalla
on one of
where
the-
you
yeah,
have had
there'll
things
be a
sent from before.
yeah, there'll be a post office there.
That's definitely how it works, yeah. But anyway, go on.
Yes. So I'm just gonna like sit at my desk and take out all my fancy like parchment and
Stationery?
like,
Is
oh,
it scented?
Yeah, it smells like ink.
Standard.
But Sullivan has very, very nice, neat cursive handwriting. But I basically just want to write a letter to Mum and Dad and little sister out in Milton, just giving them an update on what's happened so far. I'll probably write quite extensively about Charlotte. And I guess trying not to be somber about it, but making it very clear that, you know, I'm going into the Shadowlands, and you know, I might
Mom,
not
Dad,
come back.
me go in
And
Shadowlands.
just
Goodbye.
that, like, I love them very much.
Obviously, you do know that to sail to Milton, you've heard it can take 9 months to a year.
Oh yeah, by the time
So
they get that letter, I'll be
you'll
back
either
here.
have saved the world or be dead.
Yeah. But still,
yes,
just
it's still, of
in
course.
case. I'll put a first class stamp on it so I might get over.
So the way that
You'll
mail
get
is
there.
the way that mail works in this world is obviously that it will be taken on the next merchant caravan to Justern. From Justern, it will be taken on the next port ship out to the west, which will go to Carthan. From Carthan, it will be out on the next large ship taking refugees out to the west. Really, less and less ships travel to the west, and those that travel nowadays are less and less big sea viable, if you like. They're more and more of a risky journey. But do remember that you can also contact said parents by magic, should you need to.
Yeah, but I
Someone
don't want to
has
have
no
that
bounds.
conversation. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I know.
but
But I'm just making sure that you. No, I know. I'm just making sure that you and everyone is aware.
No,
Sending
yeah,
has no
yeah.
bounds.
No, of course. I just think it'd be weird for someone else to give that message.
No, of course, and you make.
Yeah, and when we go to put Jamal on ice, I'll ask the people there because I'm sure they get messages all over the world. They might have a way of getting it quicker. I can always ask.
Yeah, you would also know that it's probably a lot more fruitful to speak to the Magus Arcane.
Yeah, I'll speak to everyone.
Yes, a secretive.
I'll walk around like a madman, like, who can take this letter?
Yes, but a secretive collection of women in high positions who run a sort of
Shadow.
yeah, sure, a shadow alliance against the Shadowvale, are less likely to be sending letters than the Magus Arcane.
Yeah, I'll ask around. But yeah, I just want to spend some time whilst everyone's like saying hi to the goblins and Starling, I just want to take some time to do that.
Well, speaking of saying hello to Starling, Arman is introducing himself to Starling. As you know, these two have not met yet. Arman has been very excited to meet Starling. Starling is a little taken aback. Arman is, of course, a relatively attractive man. And very
He's
charming
got a
when he
glass
wishes to be.
Wine.
He always has a glass of wine, and that is
That's
probably
not
She loves
wine.
drinking.
She is more
That's
interested.
not wine.
They're
That's
perfect
something
for
else.
each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we call purple drank.
Lean.
Is that really the Starling art we have?
I think that's just KA.
That's terrible.
I think that's why he's drinking.
What picture are you talking about?
I went to look at Starling's art, and it's shit.
What do you mean?
Let's see.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah,
have the
we
thing
need-
already. You have it already.
Ugh.
We
It's
need
on
a
the-
second
I have to
opinion.
go
Yeah,
look
but we have to
for it.
find that then.
Well, it's in
Oh my
handouts,
goodness.
NPC's Sisterhood.
NPC.
I can't click show now. Right now.
Sisterhood.
Where's MPC?
Starling.
Oh, there we go.
I don't
Yes.
remember.
Oh my god,
needs
what
you
the
all.
fuck?
I don't remember her looking like that.
Me
I
neither.
do.
I do.
Mm.
This is
I
how
mean,
she has looked.
Take
I remember
no
Girls remember.
interest.
art.
Yeah,
James.
take no interest in girl art.
The men all have this really like fantasized image. Okay, no,
No,
nope,
I
that's what it's supposed to look
remember
like.
Yeah.
It was way better than
I guess I remember Kailana looking like this, and then I didn't remember.
Oh, I
Starling
think I remember her.
as
Oh,
Starling.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I thought Starling was.
That is someone else.
Yeah.
Okay, in all fairness, in all
Sexist,
defense of this, Juriel's art's pretty nice. So this is just a
That
one
has
where it
nothing to
slipped the
do with
net.
anything.
No,
Literally.
in terms of
Now I have
women's
to
art,
look
this is
for that
one where it
person.
slipped the net with Starling.
Where
Just the
where do I
one.
find her?
Oh god.
Who?
Furian
Jamal.
Guard?
Oh, Juriel?
Oh, is
yeah.
it?
Yeah, Juriel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She's
Captain
okay. I
Celia was
guess.
pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
She's cool.
Yeah, it was just Starling, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stelia's cool.
Hmm.
She kind of looks like Rachel McAdams.
The matron mother.
Why does every single Furian guard look
Yeah.
like they're in Final Fantasy?
Even Gertie. Like, all the females are great, apart from Starling, who just got drawn by pencil.
Gertie,
oh, well.
Gertie looks like she would like knock you out just by turning around.
Yeah.
But Matt, you asked me before about your mask. So you're muted, by the way. What you have is a little piece of it's like cutout card. It is black and it's sort of been, but it's not like fully black. Somebody scribbled it in like as much as they can to try and make it black. And then there's these big red lines in the middle of like the face and like, and it's got spiky little ears that go out the side. And somebody has taken a lot of effort to stick on bits of white paper, giving you a Maglubiet mask.
I'm gonna take it and put it on. How cool do I look?
Yeah, I mean, sheepstigger and sheepstigger. Pig sticker and sheepsbane are sort of like Maglubiet, and they're dancing around. And they're really, really proud of how cool you look.
Obi gets possessed.
You look like you've stolen a prop from a 7-year-old.
So
that's
cool.
fine. I'm
Really
a 7-year-old.
cool.
That you are.
Nice.
But yeah. They give you a Maglubiet mask. And yeah, Starling is like welcoming Armand to the house like she owns it.
Yeah, make yourself comfortable, Starling.
It's really annoying me that I have a thing that
She
says
already
down
has.
below. And I don't
Already
know-
has.
I think we have an extra room. I guess she can have it.
We have an extra room?
I think she's just
You know,
taking-
the inside room that Fox never used.
Aw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He had his outside room.
Several
There's also
rooms
the
would be
attic.
great.
I think we should put her in the basement.
No, that's where the
Personally.
Maglubiet ritual room is.
Yeah, I stand by
I
what
don't
I
think you
said.
can take. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I
think
like
you just take
Davril's
Fox's
room being
Um,
fully empty.
oh, that's stupid, isn't it? But yeah.
I want it to be gone long.
Yeah, he's
You
not had
already moved your
time.
stuff out.
Yeah, it's on the road.
It's on the road.
He's
I'd
packed
never
up.
come
Armand's
back.
like perfect, moving in, like putting stuff in. Armand sort of remarks, Starling, "Oh, there's only one spare room. What a tragedy."
I did not share.
Marcus is just sort of stood there like, "There's only one spare room."
Oh, I forgot you were here too.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus.
We've got a proper
I like
little
how
army.
Yeah, we
I
travel with a
believe
small
it's called a
army, we're just like,
fellowship.
Ooh,
Yes,
you could use my room. I don't need the bed. I don't think my room has.
You don't have a bed. You have a workbench.
That's where you lay.
No,
You
I
just
just
hears off
They
the
have
tools and
they
just
have
pass
both
out on
the
it.
they have the lantern mansion and
Oh,
they
yeah.
have the
you guys are
tent with all the
fine.
beautiful rooms. They are fine.
Yeah.
Starling sort of looks at you all and you've been away a little longer than I expected.
We got. Yeah.
Everything all right?
We got lost in the mountains for quite a while.
You got lost in the mountains. Right.
I don't know if lost was the right word.
Felt like lost. Found
We were in there
Genie.
for... do that.
I don't think anyone knows I'm here, but
We do.
I've had some problems. Well, if you remember the last time you spoke to her, she was being hunted by assassins. That's the point.
Mm-hmm. And how's that
I
going?
wouldn't have risked your home. I just... If we're going to pass through Vanhania, trouble might find us. Or
Nah,
me.
that's fine.
So I don't know if you want me to stay here until you're ready to go and we'll take a different path, or... because I won't be able to come with you to the Sisterhood either. Sorry to
Oh yeah.
be so
Are we going to the sisterhood?
Yeah, we gotta drop
You've
off
gotta put Zavel
Iceman.
in a coma.
Oh, I didn't realize I was there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're probably coming back here, right? Because the border's like right there. So you just stay
He's
here.
like pointing across the lawn. It's like right there.
So you would go to the Sisterhood and return. That is true. But the border, you could either try and leave through Van Hania, or it's more suggested that you attempt to make your way through the mountains some way.
Oh no, this really is heading into the Fellowship of the Ring. What if we can't make it over the mountains?
We pass through Isengard, of course.
We go through the
Mines of
mines.
Yeah, through the
Mines
mines
of
of
Moria.
Moria.
There are no mines, but
Thank God.
Armand will remind you there is an Underdark.
That's the
Underdark
mines of
Moria.
Moria. The Underdark of Moria.
Well, you had such a lovely time in the Underdark last time. I thought you might be eager to revisit.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, the Underdark's fucking lovely.
Yeah.
Says that Ro, who doesn't have to go.
Literally. It's alright for some.
Hey. Zavril won't be going.
Jamal will.
Starling will be.
Yeah, Jamal will.
Mal still will be going.
Yeah. So it's expected that you would visit the Sisterhood, come back.
Yes,
Potentially visit
so-
Valhania and come back, but if you want to take Starling and try and eradicate her problems, you can, or you can just leave her there and not have to deal with them, and then
I
take
think
her
it'd
to Mistralia
just
where she
be-
wouldn't have to deal
Yeah, I
with
think it'd just be easier for you to stay here, Starling, and we'll just come back to get you. Is there anything you need for us to pick up for you? Any
Want us
weaponry
to go grocery shopping?
or anything?
There's no point buying groceries to take into Mistralia. I want to survive the journey.
No. Ignore him. Answer my question.
Ignore it.
I mean, to be fair, Josh is right. As she sort of looks at you and no, I don't think so. Unless you can always get a girl a bottle of brandy.
Okay, no. You're
Cut
talking
off.
to the you're talking to the wrong member of this house. And
She
at
says
this
it
point,
to anyone and everyone.
yeah. At that
We
point,
all
I'll then
get
go
one.
upstairs and write that letter.
We're out, but
That-
Fat Skull's made some moonshine. It's pretty good.
You made some moonshine. This is really exciting. I want
Fat
to see
Skull
this
sort of
setup.
looks at you and Starling got desperate.
Oh my
Um,
goodness!
it's-
Bathtub
It's like
mooch.
yeah, pretty much. It's like two cook pots, one on the side, and then there's like a little tube filtering down to a second one on the ground. That's got a little
fantastic.
filter in it, and they basically just got a pile of. So when Fox left, they had this wonderful herb garden out the back for all the potions, and most of it's still intact. But Fat Skull just took a bit of everything and lobbed it all in a pot, and decided to see what would distill and what
What
wouldn't.
would ferment?
Yeah, pretty much. There's a wooden barrel in the corner that smells slightly odd, that may once have had mead in it, that's been lent to them by... Star Prize for anybody who can tell me what the name of the guy down the road is
Oh
Michael.
God.
who went fishing.
Tony.
Yes.
Dave.
Cedric.
It's something like that.
Ramsbottom? Mr. Ramsbottom?
Mr. Ramsbottom.
Ramsbottom is that village where the darkness was encroaching.
Okay, never
Oh
mind.
yes.
Raymond.
Raymond!
Galadriel.
Oh my god.
Raymond!
You looked it up.
Masterful, masterful
It's on the
work.
list.
Good
Thank
job.
you, you did it.
Laura, roll me a d12, please.
Oh.
I didn't
I
realize
wasn't
you got
kidding.
multiple
You're a literal
choices
prize.
of guessing.
Literal prize.
I thought we got
Yeah,
one
it's
guess
fair.
each.
It's on the list.
Well,
She
it's
used your
12.
notes.
A 6. Okay. With a 6, you deal quadruple damage. That's not what I'm looking for. Deal out your card.
Kill him.
No, don't kill Raymond.
Oh. Copper.
Yay!
Don't you just
Three
love
gold
3,000 copper pieces?
Give him to
Yeah,
Bob.
you find a discarded.
yeah,
Good stuff.
give them some bugs.
You just find a discarded pouch of 30 gold pieces behind the barrel that smells a little odd.
Yum.
You can keep.
For a rainy
Michael
day, I
Spotty,
guess.
What are you doing?
That's
Yeah,
just like,
I-
no, that was a rain.
I pocket the moonshine gold.
Damn right. But yeah,
Wait,
it's
where's my money?
It does taste.
So-
it does taste all right. The moonshine. If anybody wants any.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
do.
definitely going to be drinking some. I mean, I'm going to be put on ice. I only
Yes,
need
that's
once,
definitely
right?
safe for
And
you. Give me a
hey,
con save and try and avoid dying to moonshine. No, I'm kidding.
perfect.
But yeah, you guys you guys can sort of settle in. But eventually, after tonight, you'll want to go into Van Hania to speak with Yen and potentially to Callus, who is likely to be in the area, receiving his scout from across the border, and meeting with her. Is there anything that you guys would want to be doing at home for the next 24 hours?
Sleeping.
Writing a letter.
Did you just
sleeping,
say weeping?
Sleeping.
Oh, sleeping. Okay.
Yeah, playing with the goblins, playing with the dogs.
Avril.
I visit with all my animals before we're
Mhm.
leaving them.
Yeah, as you're doing so,
Yeah.
Armand sort of looks to you and you guys have a weird obsession with carrying animals around with you. Are you leaving most of them back here?
I'm leaving my
No.
dog here.
This was
It's
it.
gonna be tough.
This
I think
is
that's
my-
the first time you and Brutus have been parted since the beginning of the campaign, right?
Aww.
It's
I can't
probably safer.
suffer. I can't suffer in Mistralia.
I'm sure the goblins will take good care of him.
That's
Yes.
very brave
No,
of you,
Bruce
Brutus
Obi.
will take good care of the
Something
goblin.
very wrong with that sentence.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Laura, what did you say?
I said that was very brave of you, Obi.
Yeah. Obi's sad now. Let's leave his dog.
Here, Obi, have a Werther's.
How a what?
Oh, word is
Have a
original.
Werther's original.
Starling sort of looks to you and maybe when we contact Kailana, we could ask her to send someone to look after the home for you and the animals. Not that your goblins aren't. They're great hosts, but you know they're not the best with animals.
And that's why Brutus is gonna take care of them.
So that's
Be
how it
honest.
works. But yeah, Kailana could potentially provide somebody to look after the home, a bit of a a housekeeper. If you remember, she was the one who provided the person who gave the magical locks and stuff. So
Oh,
she,
yeah.
she could provide somebody else who could just keep an eye out. And, you have to ask Kailana though. But starting sort of, I would take a long walk. And then she sort of looks over
Don't
to
get
Armand,
lost.
and Armand sort of nods, and the two of them head on out. And
Wow,
then
they
Marcus
went
sort
down
of
to business.
looks.
Fades to black.
Marcus sort of looks around at you all and
Do you want to come?
third wheel, and then just heads on out as well. The three of them are going to go for a
I guess
walk,
they're
leaving
not
you
fucking
guys
then.
They're
to.
gonna have a threesome in the forest.
I think that's incredibly unlikely. I think it's more likely that they'll sort of get to know each other and get to know Starling and sort of introduce themselves because they haven't met before.
Guess we'll never know.
Yes.
James, they were totally gonna fuck until Marcus showed up.
Yeah.
No, Man is a bit horny. I will give you
Maybe
that.
they're gonna do it.
Exactly.
Like always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like always.
But
Right.
Starling, not so much, and she's quite good with her daggers. So
Yeah, but she's drunk. She don't know.
Starling is never drunk.
That's.
I mean,
Ooh.
geez. I mean, come on. Armand may be down bad, but he's not. He's certainly not like that. Come on.
Yeah, you
No,
know.
he's a perfect gentleman.
If she wasn't drawn with a pencil.
Oh shit.
But anyway, the idea is that the three of them will go and get to know each other, and giving you guys the space to be at home for a day as just your home. Just quickly, is that apart? So Brutus and Roberto are getting left back at home. What about the chipmunk?
Yes, the chipmunk is getting left with Equinox.
Equinox. Oh my god, I forgot your.
Yeah, isn't there midnight as well? Is that a thing? Midnight and Equinox? No, what
I
was the
don't
name
know.
of
I
the
don't
other
remember
one?
if I
Ebony.
I don't remember
Ebony,
if I
right, I think. Did you name them Ebony?
Maybe.
I think you named her Ebony. The demon horse. Yeah, is what I was going with.
Yeah,
Um,
the
demon
nightmare horse.
Okay. Yeah. And of course, Vandergast.
That one's
will
coming with me.
Vandergast will keep keep watch over your home. He can no longer move from his spot.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
For a while, he has promised to remain as a guardian here. He can walk in the area, but this is where he's sworn to keep guard, so he can't leave.
Oh, I thought he was rooted to the
Oh no, he is so happy. It's untrue.
Hey, good.
Like he's got a little brook next to him, babbling away. You know, he's got a water wheel to play with.
Yeah,
It's-
picturesque.
You know, it's a lovely scene.
He's got his own little grove, really.
He gave a little bit of his elbow to help rebuild the windmill. You know, everything's going well. Vandergast is having a move. You do have a windmill, like that's been the big project for Fat Skull since or Thick Skull, whichever one builds shit. Since moving in, you have like proper fish nets now that hang into the brook. They've really made it a lovely little home. The only thing is they're terrible at caring for animals. Speaking of which, Dexter, what's happening with Dexter?
Look at you remembering his name.
Yeah, I remember all their names.
You
You guys made them out to be a lot more important than half of my NPCs, so I made sure I knew who they were. And then you all forgot they existed. If you had valuable points, you could have bought like cloaks of protection or stuff together, and instead you guys are like, "No, I need a lizard." Zavril has a wagon and a horse. Don't forget
Does
that.
he?
Yeah. Don't forget that. Zavril did.
I thought there was a donkey.
I think it was a mule, actually.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, he's basically our way of getting,
He has a wagon and
getting
mule.
loot around.
But yeah,
It's
we
my
never needed
wagon.
what's happening with Dexter?
Yeah, Dexter will be coming along.
Yeah, lizard in the
I'll
Shadow
just-
Belt, probably in the Shadowlands would be fine.
Yeah, I'll just keep him in my pocket. There's no way that I would part with him.
Okay.
Leave him in the laboratory.
And and Spike.
Spike will continue to live inside of Sid.
Okay. It
as
should
he
be
is
worth
wont to
mentioning.
do.
Since you've left the mansion, you have been followed by the fluffy ginger familiar.
Oh my god, I thought it
Candace-
lived in the mansion.
No, you are followed permanently by said familiar. It acts as a
Cute.
familiar, as you know. But
What?
they can't. Did you miss this?
It's... Yeah, I did miss it. Its
Oh.
name is Bun, by the way.
Bun, I like it. But yeah, Spike has a fluffy ginger cat regularly perched. No, Spike does not have a cat perched on his shoulder.
Oh, the
That
lizard
would be
has a
painful.
cat.
Sid has a cat
Sid.
perched on his shoulder when it wants to sleep, and when it wants to walk, it just
Yeah.
follows around. But it can be dismissed back to the mansion in times of less so danger
Peril.
because it's magical and it's sort of mostly ephemeral. Or ephemeral is what I was looking for.
I like that pronunciation.
No, it's because I was halfway between ethereal and ephemeral, and I sort of ephemeral. Yes, it's mostly ephemeral, but mostly in case if you don't want to be noticed. It's a fluffy ginger cat. It's not good at hiding. It just sort of wanders about and nuzzles people.
Cute.
Garfield.
No, not that one. Oh wait, we're not traveling yet. Yeah, so all animals other than lizards are being left at home.
Speaking
and
of,
the
like,
nightmare steed. Is that correct?
yeah, speaking of, how does familiars work with me being on ice?
The familiar is also on ice.
Mhm.
Okay, then I can't just have Nocturne just chill at the house and
Well,
help keep watch for people.
I suppose it depends on whether you're. I've been thinking, because Nocturne spends a lot of time dismissed, I was assuming that Nocturne was a being created of magic, as opposed to a bird that you made friends with. And then
Yeah,
bonded as a
it sort of
familiar.
is a being created of
So,
magic in itself. Yeah.
So when you sleep, it sleeps.
Oh, so cute.
Sleep, like deep sleep. Obviously, familiars can be commanded to watch over while you sleep, but not for 10 years.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm fine with that rule.
And
yeah.
it is going to be
That's
10
good.
years. I've decided. But yeah, with that being all done, you can all have a nice family meal. Glacius and Fatskull will prepare it probably in the mansion kitchen. Are you going to take the goblins to the mansion?
Oh, they would want to see it, right?
Yeah. If
Oh,
you remember,
yeah.
you did
They
have the
might
choice
not
of
wanna-
binding them to it, but
But they
don't-
might not want
No.
to come back out though. if
No,
they
let's
go
not
in.
trap them there.
Well, no, they don't have their Maglubiet stuff, so they kind of have to come out.
That's true, but if you told them they could make a Maglubiet shrine by thinking about it, I think they'd be pretty excited.
Yeah. I don't
But
think
if
they'll
they
wanna
enter the
leave.
mansion, they can go around for 12 hours like the rest of you. If they want to stay there permanently, you'd have to plan a bind them, and nobody would be there to look after the house.
No. Let them
But
play
will you take them for a dip in the pool?
Yes.
You got a
Oh,
pool?
Sullivan's already there.
Oh,
An
yeah.
infinity pool.
Yeah.
Looking out
I'm
over the
sat on
mountain.
the edge contemplating life.
He looks so thoughtful right now.
But no, realistically, you guys can have a large family meal in the dining hall, served by the many invisible or semi-visible
10
servants.
different types of potato.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can really enjoy and relax in this sort of last evening, if you like, the Last Supper with Zavril.
Wow.
Wow.
Who's Judas?
Yeah, who's sat in Judas's?
Asked who
Is it-
Judas is?
Is it
Glacius?
Glacius?
Oh yeah, you're right.
No, it's definitely Sullivan.
He's wearing
Sullivan's
demon
gonna be the one
armor.
betraying.
No, I'm Jesus in this scenario.
No, that's me because I'm being put on ice.
Yeah, Zavril's Jesus.
No,
True.
it's Davril's the Jesus here.
Yeah, I'm Wizard Jesus, man.
Okay, but anyway.
Or like the
you
opposite
can, your
of
last
Jesus.
meal with Zavril, has anybody got anything of interest to say to him, or should we leave behind?
Don't die.
No,
I'm not the one
No,
who has to worry
no.
about dying.
We don't
I
say
think I
goodbyes,
would
we just say
wait
see you later.
until. I think I would wait until he's actually about to be put on ice, and then I would want to talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah, then
Cool.
we can be
So tonight is
Yeah.
an evening of revelry with the goblins.
A celebration.
Yes,
Oh,
it's-
absolutely.
It's fun, it's silly. At some point during the evening, Armand, Starling, and Marcus arrive and will join you. Starling is fascinated by the fact that alcohol is endless here.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, and you know what? Because it's a special occasion, Sullivan's gonna go all out, and instead of having just water, he's gonna have
Sparkling water?
water.
I was gonna say I break out the sparkling water for this.
Son of man, you're getting really crazy today.
There's like all manner of desserts. Marcus juggles profiteroles, much to all of your surprise. And yeah, it's just a general evening of fun and revelry and joy before the serious business in the morning of heading to Van Hania. And exactly as you might expect, you leave the mansion in the morning, having all slept in your individual beautiful-looking boudoirs. This is Sullivan's. Oh, that's taking me forever to load.
There it
Yeah,
is.
beautiful.
Oh
There's
yes,
No
and,
gun.
and he's got matching silk pajamas as well.
He
Silk
does.
and gold pajamas.
Are they embroidered with your initials?
They sure are.
Yes.
Right above
yeah.
the pocket.
Oh, perfect.
Adorable.
And then the following morning, you leave the mansion to head to Van Hania, and exactly as you might expect, it is pouring down with rain.
Oh,
And
well,
Zavril
that
loves
would
it.
happen. Oh yeah, you're like amphibious or something.
It's good to be home.
Ah, my skin feels like it
You-
can breathe.
Dirty frog.
But
Yeah, Zavril's looking really moisturized today.
Hey, I'm getting put on ice. You're not boiling me in the pot.
Oh, that works out, Zavril. Your
He's
favorite
wearing,
weather.
Like, a suit.
It's almost poetic.
Ugh.
But yeah, you can head off. When you're not taking Starling to sort out her problems, you're just going to leave her back at the house, and when you've been to Van Hania, you'll pop to the Sisterhood, and after that, you'll gather Starling and head over the mountains. Is that correct?
Yes, but I also
Yeah.
want
Gladly
I
handle
don't
the
need to-
assassins.
Told
but
you I didn't need to prep that encounter.
Nah.
But just in case.
Yes, and I also want to stop into a mage's tower.
Yeah, we're
if
going to get to Van
get
Hania,
past
and
one.
we're going to...
Someone's tower.
Yeah,
well,
just
actually,
any
what I'll do
tower.
is I'll take
Hey,
us
do
here.
you do post?
Yeah, just knock,
Um,
knock.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So
What's your international?
the
rate?
one building that's incorrect on here is Torgar's. It doesn't exist anymore.
Build
Here's
them
Solok.
up.
Build them up is it's sort of like a bric-a-brac store.
Blaze of Gorge.
What?
Glaze of
As in-
Glory. It's
Blaze of Glory, yeah.
yes,
That's a
it is.
why?
Yeah, that's the one.
Glaze of Glory is a fantastic patisserie ran by a very very chubby halfling.
Glaze.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Oh, why did it stop? Weather, come back.
And just like that, it stopped raining.
No, it didn't.
Just for a second.
But you've been here before to Yalna's, Sullivan. That's where you had your message delivered from in the past. When you
Leather
sent
for
messages
all the weather.
when you sent messages to Sophie, that's where you went.
Yes, that's where I'd like to go to deliver. Yeah.
Would you like to go to Sophie's?
And Yalna's also has a fairly big collection of sort of like your standard adventuring gear. So if anybody has anything they need, such as a climbing kit or various other sort of regular items, if you like,
You have, like,
let
three
me
of those?
know.
I hope the two girls got the teddies I sent them.
You would assume they did. You didn't give them an address to write back to you.
I sure didn't.
No, and that's okay. Like, I don't think, I don't think that's
123
particularly
Werther's
unexpected.
Lane.
But just give me a second and I will pull out the list. There are things here such as pots and picks and shovels and soap and hammers and ink pens and pitchers and ladders and collapsible poles and fishing tackle and bull bearing and block and tackle and all those sorts of standard items. If anyone needs anything like a crowbar or snowshoes, I don't need snowshoes.
I don't think so. I've already got a shovel and soap.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got
I've
two.
also
grappling
got
hooks
antitoxin.
and 2 crowbars.
Okay. Yep, so nobody wants anything like climbing wise, grappling hooks, that sort of stuff.
I don't think
A
so.
rain
I've been
catcher?
using my tattoo to climb, and that's been going well.
I've got a rope and some other stuff.
Some slippers.
I got a rope.
Okay. Armand will purchase a rain catcher. In case you need one of those. Just on the off chance that it's the only way you can get water.
Oh,
there
a
are-
rain catcher.
Yes, a rain
For a second of that,
catcher.
I was like, why do we need a dream catcher? I was like, what?
There's
Get one
lots
of
of
those
bad
too.
dreams.
Yeah.
Stalin would have asked that somebody picks up a shit ton of arrows. So you
Oh, she
can
did
stock
want
up on
stuff.
those.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
that. That's it. Just a shit ton of arrows.
Hey, do you got brandy?
She did want brandy.
Yeah,
but-
you can
did
pick
want
up. You can
brandy.
pick up 3 bottles of brandy from Yalma's.
That'll last for 3 hours.
Who was Heather?
Who is Heather?
Yeah.
Isn't she? Wait a minute.
What do you mean?
Heather's over here.
Ah,
That's our friend.
yeah. So we have met Heather before. She is the bartender at the Golden Horseshoe.
Oh.
Some of these are more relevant than others. You haven't had
What's
to
the
do all
undercover
quests.
pig?
You can visit if you wish and find out. It is a store.
Okay. I'm assuming it sells sneaky things.
No, not necessarily.
Pig makeup?
You go in, and hanging from the ceiling are different bits of meat, sausages, etc. At first glance, it appears like a butcher's. But there are 2 men behind the counter. The first one is a large half-orc with a cleaver, who appears to be butchering and serving. The other man has a monocle on, and is very well dressed in a neat suit in the middle of a butcher's. And as you come in, he sort of looks you all over and adventures. Not here for meat, I assume.
Is there something else you sell?
Yeah, this is the undercover pig. Sometimes you may just need to purchase pig. Sometimes you need to go undercover. Are you interested in my services?
Yeah, can you clarify what exactly your services are?
Well, of course.
It's a PI.
For a small fee, I can help you with disguising yourself. For a slightly larger fee, I can sell you various items that might assist you with maintaining an appearance.
Do you have anything that could maintain a polymorph?
No, nothing that powerful, but I do have this. And he will frisbee you a top hat.
Well,
It's a hat of disguise.
Did he just odd job you?
No, he gave you a hat of disguise.
Sorry, just to clarify, are you giving this to me for free?
No, I'm offering it to you.
Okay,
to
then I will
sell.
frisbee it back and
No.
leave.
He does also sell cleansing stones for cleaning oneself, dry brooches for staying out of the rain, and disguise kits.
I want one of those. Give me the
The
dry.
dry brooch? Yep. You can
Yeah.
take the
The
dry
dry
brooch.
brooch hates the rain.
No,
How
much
that's
are those?
for you.
The dry brooch is 2 gold pieces.
Yep, count me in.
Yeah.
20, sorry, I need to multiply that. Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
You guys should have quite a lot of money, I think. 20 should be fairly
I've
manageable.
purchased it.
I just forgot to times them by 10 from the Galdania list.
So you have a dry brooch.
Mhm.
What about a wet brooch?
God
Shut the
damn
fuck
it.
up, Avril. Can we kick him?
No, I don't have that. I do have this, and he waves you a bottle. It'll smoke forever.
Oh, wow.
That is something that could be quite handy.
And if you like the water, I've
What?
got these gloves, and he'll show you gloves with little gills on the side.
Oh.
No way.
They're gloves of swimming and climbing. They're completely useless, Jujima.
Yeah, I'm just interested in them still because I'm just curious as to what they exactly do. I don't think I would have seen these as particularly as well as Avril, you know.
Sure.
Do those gloves require attunement?
Do those gloves require attunement? Oh, yes, they do.
Okay, then
Fuck,
I'm still
can't do
outside.
it.
My ears perked, and then he said attunement. No, like no, never mind.
Oh wait, actually, there's a. I want to stop. I want to see if I can get different armor.
What?
Of course you can get
You
different
don't
armor.
want to
It'll
be a demon
it'll
anymore?
be shit. But
No,
you
I
can get
didn't
it.
want to be a demon.
If you're not a
It's
demon, then
That's
who
armor.
are you?
Yeah.
We don't even know
that's the
who
armor
you
we
are.
had.
And then Marcus will sort of wander in and look around you. Oh, I was just picking something up for Starling, and I found something that could be useful. It's a folding boat,
Oh,
but I think you
Another
already have one.
I don't know. We might have used
Wait, didn't we have that swan boat?
No, that was a
that we
one-time
gave
use.
away?
Oh, that was.
Yeah,
the
we
one
gave
time.
it away to some guy. We traded it for something.
Yeah, I think you traded for a folding
Yeah.
Okay.
We did do
Yeah,
that.
we did.
boat. Yes, I thought that might have happened. So he's like, "Oh, you've got one. I see. Okay. Well,
Yeah, we'll take a second one. We're taking a lot of people with us, so
okay.
might as well.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
It's 4,500 gold.
Oh, it's money. Never mind.
Ah, we can afford it. Don't be so stingy, Glacier.
You don't need two, though, I guess. Here, I bought these for you all. And he will hand you all an insect repellent salve.
Thank you.
I'm assuming except to me.
He hands you one.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll just.
You know, maybe you'll get bothered by insects in some distant future day.
Yeah.
Oh, polite.
We're gonna be at the end. Final boss is gonna be a bug, and Zavel's gonna be like, "Wait a minute."
I
got
can't
insect repellent.
all this time.
Yes,
It
definitely
is
this
time.
campaign ends with a fight with a bug.
that'd
But,
be amazing.
that is, you have pretty much exhausted the stock of the undercover pig. There is no fancy armor here. There is just armor. So you would just be downgrading massively. If there was ever a time to wear abyssal armor, it's in the Shadowlands. You should probably change when you get back. But you wanted to visit the Mage's Arcade.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, please.
And that will at least stop the music. Or start the music and stop the rain. As you can step on inside. And when you do so, you are greeted, Obi and Zavril and Callum.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As members, you can let yourself in with your illusion wand.
do that.
And you see a man sort of pushing a wheelbarrow. Sort of. It's like a large cart barrow down the hallway. Just absolutely stacked brimful with scrolls.
Wow.
As you come in, and he is wheeling that down the corridor. And as the rest of you sort of fold on in, Sullivan, you wanted to speak to the desk lady.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to reception.
Oh, she's literally sat there waiting for you guys to tell her what the hell
Okay,
you're here
yeah, I'll
The
walk
fuck do you want?
over.
for. Yeah, little gnome, glasses on her nose, perched on a really high stool, so it looks at you. Oh, good day. What can I do for you?
Hello. I was wondering if there was a way to send a letter to Milton that a lot quicker than the usual
Milton?
postage. Yes.
The continent west. We have an outpost, but getting things from the outpost to anywhere else in Milton seems to be quite difficult at the moment. There's a lot of troubles on
Why?
the seas, from what I hear.
I see.
Pirates everywhere.
Oh, that is troubling.
But If it's within the Genasi Confederation, who are you trying to contact, or where are you trying to contact?
I will give them my parents' address.
Don't have an address. I don't think.
What?
They just set out.
You don't have a house by now?
I don't think they've ever managed to send contact back.
Where did I send the teddy to then?
You've been sending. You sent a teddy to Sophie.
I sent a duck to Sophie and a teddy of Dexter to my little
Yes.
sister.
So what you need to explain to her is that you're trying to send things to a Sogravian refugee.
Okay, I'm trying to send it
right,
to a Sogravian refugee.
And she will sort of. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think all the boats arrived on the east coast of the Genasi Confederacy. That's where our outpost is. We can send a message. No promises, and we don't get any mail back.
That's fine. If you could try, I would really appreciate it.
If you head down the corridor to the 4th room, you'll find the mail room. They can make a copy of your letter, and you can send one by normal means and one by magical means.
Oh yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Is that can I don't.
You'll
Can
need to
I-
pay in there.
Okay. Well, I would like to actually give you something because you've been so helpful.
I'm well compensated for my work. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, still, I feel like you
You can fill in
didn't
a
have
customer
to
survey
give
if you
me-
wish.
I'd love to. Can I? What are the questions?
She hands you a little form, which basically says, what was your problem today? How was it addressed? Who served you? How well did they serve you?
Sorry, what's your name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
And then, yeah.
Do I need to put a last name, or are you the only Rebecca here?
I'm the only Rebecca in this role. Thank you.
The
Your
one
name
and
was...
I will write the one and only Rebecca. My name is Elias Sullivan, but you can call me
Pleasure, I'm
Sully.
sure. Thanks, Sally. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
10 out of 10 everything.
Yeah, you fill in the customer survey.
Yes.
And then the rest of you, what are you doing? You're in the Mage's... Well, those of you who are in the Mage's Arcane. Anyone going anywhere nice, doing anything interesting?
Yeah, I'd like to approach the lady at the desk.
Okay. Matt, you spoke and nothing came out.
You're
Sorry. I want to go see the man that just walked past with all the scrolls.
Yeah, as you wander down the corridor, his name is Humble.
Humble.
Yeah, and he's got sort of rounded shoulders, and he's sort of just pushing this cart, and as you look at him, he's sort of, good day, right in your way.
No. Can I have a scroll?
I don't... He
We're
sort of
going to
stops at
Mistralia.
he
It
puts
could
the
help
cart...
us.
That sounds dangerous. He puts the cart down, and he delves about in his large pocket, and he pulls it out, and then he sort of rolls out this long scroll. Your name?
Obi. That's a worm.
About a minute and a half passes. Reads the whole scroll. I don't have you on the list, but I'm headed to the quartermasters. Maybe they'll be able to help you. Why don't you walk alongside me?
Okay.
And you've now will come to the realization that this is just a delivery guy. He has no idea like who can have what. He just pushes the card and passes it to the next person, regardless of what's inside it. And finally, he sort of gets down the corridor and slams down this cart. And an old gentleman with a very, very long beard, with little tiny sort of strange contraptions and toys sewn into his beard. A bit like sort of as if somebody's got like a handful of Tiffany decorations and just lobbed them in his beard. All these silver and gold little bits are all in his beard, and he sort of looks over and, thank you, Humble. Most appreciated. And he hands him a sweet pastry as payment for his work, and Humble seems very pleased and goes off to eat it. And he sort of looks over and, oh, a kobold. You must be Obi.
Yes.
I'd heard we've got a kobold, but I hadn't witnessed. A pleasure, welcome in.
Only one?
Well, of course. Kobolds aren't renowned for their magical prowess. They have their natural talents, of course, but few venture to such an establishment as ours. Well, what is it I can do for you, young man?
I was looking to see if I can have a scroll.
Any scroll?
Any scroll.
Well, that's very non-specific of you, lad. Give me
Any
a
scroll
moment.
that'll help in Mistralia.
Mistralia, you say? Dangerous
Yeah.
excursion. We're headed over the border.
We have to save a fellow member of the Mage's Arcane.
Oh my. How frightening. Such a dangerous mission for such a small chap. Well, I don't know much how these are going to help you so much. They're only minor spells and cantrips, but a couple of them perhaps could be of use. And he sort of digs around, flinging scrolls absolutely everywhere. And he will pull out a scroll of Misty Step, a scroll of Blur, and a scroll of Blade Ward. I can imagine these might get you out of a little bit of a sticky situation. On the house as a gift, and good luck with your journey.
Thanks. But we will take them and go back to the party.
Ah, nice. Nice work. Samuel, you're approaching the desk. Rebecca looks down at you and...
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Do you happen to have an archivist within this tower, or anyone who
Everyone's
is...
calling themselves an archivist these days. What is it you're looking to find?
Mostly, someone who can, keep good records and updates on not only what's going on within the Magus Arcane, but events going on within the world itself. Important things that need to be kept track of.
Sorry, Jamel, that... I don't really
Basically,
know exactly
the short and long of what I'm looking for here is, I'm gonna be in stasis. I'm gonna be on ice. I want someone who can basically give me a way of keeping me updated on important things that's been happening within the Magus Arcane. You know, so I can have.
You
like,
want somebody
a
to
list of
update
things
you
that's
when you come
happened.
out of stasis?
Yeah, basically, so I can have like a list of records from a certain date to whenever I next show up.
She sort of looks at you and... well, we have the public records. Are you seeking more than that?
A little more than the public records. Also, things that are generally available to Magus Arcane members. Not necessarily those on the outside as such. It's just I'm not going to be around for a while. I don't know how long for yet. I'd just like to be updated on what's going on when I do finally come back.
Well, we don't keep any records here at Minhania, but you could perhaps send a message to Olgan. Olgan's the head of records over at Carthan. He might be able to keep aside some notes for you, but he would be the person to speak to when you return from your journey. Everything's documented in one way or another at the Magus Arcane, as I'm sure you know.
Yes, people are generally very
Olgan's
meticulous.
Olgan's an old dwarf. You would have met him before. He keeps the public records, but he is also in charge of basically every single bit of recording that happens, even like to public censuses and stuff like that.
Right.
And you can send him a letter via the mailroom. Sullivan.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to do. There's no need to hurry with it.
In the mailroom, you will find a young gentleman. Appears to be a half-elf, who is almost running on autopilot. He's the photocopier. So he basically puts his hand on the letter and puts his hand on a blank sheet of parchment, and it writes itself onto the blank sheet of parchment. And then he just does it again and does it again. And he sort of looks at you. 3 gold, 7 silver pieces, please.
Absolutely.
Not you, Sullivan.
Not you.
Jeez, get to the back of the line, Ice Boy. I will give him that money.
Yeah, 3 gold, 7 silver pieces.
Thank you very much, good sir. I will actually give him a bit more. I'll give him 10.
He sort of stops him. That's most generous of you. I appreciate it.
Well, you do good work here.
Thank you. It means a lot.
You're welcome.
It's a small job, but I think it's an important one.
How much do you get paid a year? After taxes.
He tries to do the
course.
maths. Like, he knows what he gets paid a day.
What do you get paid a day?
He gets paid 14 gold a day, which is pretty good.
Okay, he gets 5,110 gold.
Yeah,
a
if there
year.
were 365 days in a year, I could have done the
Before-
maths myself. But there
before
aren't. It's a
tax.
different calendar.
Ah.
But yes, he gets a fair amount. He's
Okay.
paid quite well.
I'm gonna give him 100 gold
Oh my god.
instead of the 10.
Excuse me, can I just have that back, please? And here you go.
Yeah, if we have to put it in copper pieces to get rid of that 3,000, then
I
fair
see.
enough.
No, I gave him 2 gold. Thank you so much. That's really appreciated. Sorry, and he gestures to the person waiting behind you in the line, and you'll note,
That's
Sullivan,
fine.
there's quite a queue
Thank-
now behind you.
Yes. Thank you again. Let me just take the 100 from my gold.
He resumes his near zombie state and continues to copy. Zavril, to send a letter to Olgan is you would just write it on a piece of parchment and just hand it to the mail lady. There's no charge for mail within the Mage's Arcane. So as long as you provide the parchment, you can just pass it to her. Is anybody else doing anything in the Mage's Arcane?
One thing I would like to do before we leave is go back to Rebecca.
Yeah.
And I would like to give her my Alexandrite. It's a gemstone worth 500 gold piece.
Oh my
Sullivan,
god, Sullivan.
are you dying? You're just-
Oh, he's
Can I
cheating
put
on
a
Charlotte.
fake mustache?
I know. If you want to date Rebecca, I
This
get
is not new. Sullivan has thrown around gold to people.
I know, but it just
Aw.
seems so
She
sudden.
She feels it's a little inappropriate.
I agree. Are you trying to woo her?
Sexual harassment.
Gnomish women are not so
What?
easily bought.
What?
It's not even that. She's only just met you, and this is an expensive gem, and she's just doing her job, and she just feels it's a little uncomfortable. But she's very grateful
Thank
for
you.
your
It's
service.
okay. We apologize.
Watch this, Sullivan. Here. Excuse my friend, he's a little overeager. And I give her a Werther's Original instead.
Oh! She takes a packet of Werther's Originals out her pocket. Sort of like,
Twins!
she's like, yeah, my favourites. I've got these as well.
Hey.
And she leans in and she goes out like what looks like a packet of Treeball mints that's been there for about 10 years. Like, just sort of, she's just got this packet of mints that she's saving for a rainy day. And she hands you a
yeah.
mint when you hand her a Werther's Original.
Wow. Callum gets choked up. My wife, she always carries peppermints.
Oh, well, she's a good lady. Thanks. You. And then she sort of doesn't continue her thought, which you can tell she's going, "You're a metal box. What are you doing with a mint?"
Do you come here
I
often?
just put it in my face hole.
In your face.
That's what I do with mints too, Michaela. Don't worry about it. Is anybody doing anything else in the Mage's Arcane?
Yeah, there's one more thing I'd like to do as well. Sending a few more letters out.
You can
I
spew
have
out
one
letters.
as well.
Ashrin. Every time, Karina.
Well, I have a
Um,
question, really.
Yes, who are you
Wait.
questioning? Mint lady.
We have those Displacer Beast hides, I guess, because I don't know if we ever took them anywhere to
You have them.
change
No,
them.
We're not smart.
Is that here that we would do that at the Mage's Arcane to get them crafted into magical items?
Yeah, so you can show them to Rebecca, and she'll sort of look at them and interesting. We don't do much of craftworthy at Van Harney. It's well, you know how it is. Defensive outpost, Bastion, all that. Carthan is where you need to have these managed, but I can have them sent through the Artificers Guild if you wish. Which is basically part of the Mage's Arcane. But you'd be selling them sort of blind, and you don't really have a place to return them to. Unless you want them sent to the house.
How long
Let's
do you
just
think it
hold
would
on to
take to make these into something?
I'm so sorry, I'm not really qualified for that. I could... One moment, please. And she places her hand... You can see like this really like multifaceted crystal, like a paperweight. And she picks a particular facet and puts her finger on it. Is Master Nalicus in today? Master Nalicus? Nalicus, wonderful. I have a charming lady down here at reception with some cloaks. No, not cloaks. With some displacer beast hides. She's wondering how long they would take to make cloaks out of. Could you perhaps come down and assess? Master Nalicus is on his way down. And about a moment later, there's like a crack as stepping out of a blue door is basically a clanking rock gnome. He has like a little helmet on, like it's a tin pot helmet, and it's got like different lenses down in front of it. He's got these weird sort of oversized shoes with springs in, and he's got this large tool belt around him that's just floating and constantly rotating.
This guy's
Alan,
cool.
is that what you look like?
He sort of looks up
That's
at
what
you
I
and-
used to look like.
And then he sort of moves the lenses out of the way until eventually he's looking at you with a naked eye and sort of, ah! Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
Fine hides you have there. Fine hides.
Hello.
You're looking to make a cloak, are you?
Perhaps, if that's the most useful thing.
Not much use or anything else. They can make for very odd carpets, but that doesn't really help. The cloak's a displacement. That's what you'll be looking for. Although only one with that amount of hides. No, they're just a mesmerizing pattern, which when you can't quite tell where you're stepping. It's for confusing people.
I think it's a lot funnier to think the house.
It would be funny to make a
be
robe.
attacked.
I mean, a rug.
He sort of brings down two lenses and... No! They've travelled a while, haven't they? Not too fresh.
Yeah, there's been some priorities.
Not too
I
fresh.
see. 3 cloaks. 3 hides, 1 cloak.
We have 2 hides. I believe.
Well, you'd have to pay a little extra then. I believe the cloaks tend to go for about 3,000. A couple of thousand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's easy.
Is that right? Let me just double check my maths. Not the 2
He's asking us. We're just like, I don't know.
Is that right? No, I think it's less.
Yeah, last time I
Yeah.
checked, they're free.
No, I'm looking at how much a cloak of displacement
Maybe some
is.
beneficial rates for members of the Magus Arcane?
Mm-hmm.
Or I can
Perhaps.
sell a cloak of displacement from there. Okay. I don't have a price on it. Give me a second.
1.
Least amusing joke in history.
I feel like I'm in Hogwarts with this music.
Well, you're kind of in Hogwarts right now.
Exactly.
Magic wards.
Yeah, 3,600. So 3,600 on the store, 3,000 from the Magus Arcane because you get discount because you're members. With the hide, with the 2 hides, it'll just cost you 1,000 gold pieces for a cloak of displacement.
I think that we
Nice.
can do that.
He sort of looks at you and, are you looking for a more expedient transfer? It takes 3
now.
to 6 weeks to create one, but we have a store.
Oh, you have a store?
They have a gift
Yeah.
shop.
No, as in we have stores of cloaks of displacement.
Oh.
Damn.
I could perhaps...
If we could provide this in the gold for an already created cloak.
I like that.
And perhaps something to compensate for the service.
I will give him the Alexandra.
Oh,
Oh
wonderful!
my god,
We're
Sullivan!
always in
Sullivan
need.
was just
We're
waiting
always in
to-
need of useful gems. That is excellent. Thank you so much, Alexandrite. Quite the interesting magical properties, you know. If you use it in the lens of a glass, more like this one. He sort of slides down an Alexandrite lens. Interesting. You can discern illusions sometimes. If you're very lucky, you have to catch them
Amazing.
in your peripheral
You said
vision.
if you're lucky.
Yes, you have to catch
Well,
them in
I'm-
your peripheral vision. Staring directly at an illusion doesn't actually help.
Well, I didn't have any use for it, so I'm glad that you will be able to.
Most excellent. Thank you ever so
Yes,
much.
sir.
Well, yes, I'll get you that cloak right now. Crack. He steps through a blue door, disappears. After a moment later, crack. He just turns up straight back again, holding a cloak up. It's gnome-sized. And he sort of looks at you, Ashton.
Perfect.
Was it yourself that was going to wear it?
Either my size or larger, probably.
Yeah, okay, one moment, and he sort of shakes it in the air, and it just gets bigger. As if he's
Oh,
like
we should ask
shaking
what
the
else he
pizza.
has in
Right.
stock.
Will that do?
Does it look like it would fit Glacier Sullivan?
Yes.
Then
Oh,
yeah,
you
that'll
weren't
do.
asking him, you were asking me. Yes,
Yeah.
marvellous. Absolutely fine. Size your dragon wants.
Wonderful.
One more shake, and he's sort of. Well, have a safe trip. I understand you're journeying to the Shadowlands, to Mistralia. Not many people
How does
come
he know
back.
that?
Because you keep saying it. Or who said
I
it?
haven't said it.
No, the quartermaster
Obi-
mentioned it. Your kobold friend. He's travelling to Mistralia.
Yeah, the one who's not here,
Oh,
of course.
Look who just
I
came
said
back.
it. I said it.
Yes.
Own up to it.
Well, safe journeys and all that.
Thank you.
Thank you, friend.
Crack! And he disappears.
Wow, that guy was so
Love that.
Damn.
So I know everybody's got full attunement slots, but I feel like
Stop
that's a
managing health.
pretty darn good thing
You've
for a
got a week
frontliner.
to decide what you're going to wear to Mistralia. So don't worry
I
about
don't
too
mind
much
giving it up for my cloak of protection.
No.
Yeah, that's definitely something that you guys should arrange in the week because you've got quite a lot of items that aren't in use as well. So
Yeah.
you guys can like.
If I can get rid of this fucking demon armor.
It's a cool item.
Yeah, very cool.
Yep.
Cool. Once you head out of the major stop, can I help you?
It was still a couple of things I needed to do,
Oh,
but
go
sure.
on. What are you doing?
So first thing, first one's a letter to the Archmage, basically explaining the situation and at least informing him that when it comes time that I'm no longer be on ice, maybe he might be interested in the results of what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And also, just as in case, I'll also ask for copies of these letters to be sent, not just to the Archmage, but the other senior mages as well. So like everyone who basically answers to the Archmage
There is
directly.
no
Like
Archmage. Let's start with that.
Sorry?
There is no Archmage for a start.
I thought it was the Archmage
you've
who
got
was
the
the
three
one who
headmasters, Rialdan,
oh, the headmaster, yeah,
Nabilius,
that's what I
and
mean, yeah,
the
headmaster and
Actus.
the mage and the three other masters, right?
No, just the three headmasters.
Oh yeah, three headmasters, and I've got the hierarchy. I thought it
We'll
was the
send a
master
copy
and
to all
three.
three.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you're not going to say too much because the Sisterhood's existence is a secret, as is the existence of their Bastion, as is the fact they're going to be putting you on ice, so to speak. So I guess you're just going to say that you're going into hiding until Mistralia, your friends return from Mistralia.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not not uncommon knowledge to know that I've been sort of hit by the touch of shadow, right?
Sure, but the usual result of that is to die. The fact that you're trying to avert that by entering into Mistralia is definitely a one-off thing.
Sure, it's just in the case of the results of if the fix for the
I think
problem
the way
works,
it's being
they would
viewed
be...
is that even if your friends travel into Mistralia, they won't get back in time to save your ass. That's how most of the mages are viewing it. You're pretty dead to the headmasters at this point.
Well, okay, then fair enough. In the very least, in that case, I'll just inform them that I'm going to be gone for a bit.
Yeah. They will take that as a permanent resignation. Because, as I said, the fact that you've been afflicted, nobody survives that. They're very sad about it. They'll send your punishment fund to your sister.
In that case, they'll be very surprised when I show up again then.
If and when,
They're expecting me
yes.
to be dead, and then they'll be surprised when I'm back.
Exactly, yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what I've got to look forward to then. Excellent.
Marvellous. But shall we expedite onwards, please?
I don't know.
Yes.
The letters to send.
Well, you would want to visit the Dawn Guard to speak with. Do you mind? To speak with Callus and Yen.
Yeah.
Are we happy to proceed to that? No.
Sure, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go speak to Yennefer.
Yeah. So you head across in the pouring rain over to the to the Dawn Guard, where you're greeted by name. Sort of waving a hand in silver armor, Anvar sort of, Sullivan! Oh, Glacius. Oh, look at the two of you, you're back!
Sorry, who's saying this?
Anvar, he...
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Sorry, I was adding the cloak.
right.
This one started talking
I
to
normally
me.
ping him, but doing everything is a lot harder because
It's
I'm trying
okay,
to
I
drink the
remember
music,
him.
and the cat is
Yeah,
chasing
I
the
grasped,
mouse every
I
time
grasped
I
on
move it.
Glacius to him. I remember.
You did, but every
That was
time,
the last time I spoke to him.
every time I try and move this damn mouse, the cat is chasing it round.
Oh yeah, you fucking tattletale.
Yeah, I
little
tried to get you
shit. I
fired
remember
from
now.
the team.
Oops.
There was no oops. I stand
So
by
anyway,
that.
I'm sort of, Glacius, Sullivan, you're back, wonderful. That's good.
Hello, Envar.
Are you looking for duties?
No, we are just getting provisions before we head out to the Shadowlands.
You're becoming Night Ventures?
Well,
no.
not exactly. We're going to seek a remedy for our friend.
I see.
He's dying.
That's sad, but this is a little reckless, don't you think?
Well,
Well,
it's
I'm
better than him
hoping-
dying.
Well, that. But I'm also hoping that whilst we spend some time there, we might get some more information about what exactly is going on and their stronghold on the area. Perhaps we'll find new information.
Our Knight's Venture and our venture captains are esteemed scouts and do very well on these missions on a regular basis. What makes you think you will succeed where they do not?
We got like 15
Well,
people.
with all due respects, I and my team, for I would not be where I am without them, we have triumphed where many people have failed.
Is that so?
It is.
You did return Taldar to us, I guess.
And I also brought 364 giants to
48.
the border. 48, my bad. 348 giants.
Yes,
to the border.
unusual, though I don't think anybody had attempted to triumph in that era.
But we win.
I'm sure they will be valued soldiers. Just like your valued soldiers. It would be sad to lose you. But
I don't
We're not
plan on
dying.
going. I don't plan on dying.
He said I don't plan
Um,
on going.
Yes.
No
But
one
however, I
plans to
have
die,
just
soldier.
been given a slight promotion.
I see. That's
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Well, I won't lie to you, to the two of you. I'm very disappointed. I look forward to working alongside you and with you. And
You can join us.
He's not joining us,
Wow.
Sullivan. Come
no, I
on.
cannot.
Why not?
I have duties here.
He's busy.
Sullivan, he's our boss.
We defended an
I
assault
don't
only
have a
yesterday,
boss.
Sergeant. It's important work.
Well, I do travel with the voice of that
Tolga.
one guy.
Tolga.
Yes, I believe I could make it so that you could join us if you wanted to.
I doubt that. Whilst Torgar has control of the front, he's not Gankius, and that's who allocates me my role. Besides, I have many soldiers waiting for duties today that, well, I believe that they think that the role I serve here is quite important. I wouldn't want to just give it
It
up.
is.
Yes,
Very well. Well, I mustn't keep you.
that is true. Though, if you are venturing into Mistralia, perhaps you'd wish to speak to one of our scouts. She's just returned. In fact, the venture general is upstairs debriefing her.
Is this the fairy? I mean that
She
in terms
prefers
of
to-
race, not a slander against gay
She
people.
prefers to go by the name Yen, but the human might visit her if he wishes.
Very well.
Sullivan's a racist.
Who knows? And we'll give you some directions. Glacius, a word if I might.
Yeah, what's up?
That was a
He'll gesture towards
prickly
his office.
conversation.
He'll gesture towards his office to speak to you in private.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
Is he now finally gonna
He's
get
in
fired?
trouble. He's in trouble for being a demon.
I've waited how many
Yeah.
episodes for this?
Glacius, you
What's
always
up?
struck me as a
Okay.
practical man.
Yeah, I would say I'm.
Are you joining in this suicide mission?
Wow.
I am.
Forgive my judgment of your abilities, but you do not appear to me to be a particularly sneaky type.
You're damn right about that.
Those that travel into the Mistralia, they keep themselves quiet and unseen. They go about their business, and they attempt not to gain the notice of enemy soldiers. You're a fine soldier, Glacius, as is your friend Sullivan. But you will not succeed in fending off the forces of the Shadow Veil, should you be noticed.
Oh, I'm not expecting to.
So
I don't
why
think
do you
either of us
insist
are.
on attempting this madness?
Because we have a friend. He's
Yes,
been-
yes, I get that, but if King Maris himself was dying and you needed to go to the Shadow Veil to rescue him, we wouldn't. It's not worth the risk.
But isn't it worth trying? If we have a chance? If
This is
there's
so
even
important.
the slightest possibility?
You, of all people, believe in that victory over the Shadow Veil is more important than anything else. I didn't realize you'd fallen prey to notions of friendship above victory.
Oh, I can say that the man who we are attempting to save has saved my life a many countless of times.
I suppose if a life debt is owed.
That's hilarious.
Erevar is not taking you seriously.
Yeah.
I
And
like to
Vasa's
think that that's
sister.
That guy!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
That's
not
the
doing-
party sitting, listening in on the conversation.
No,
I like-
that's Anvasa's sister. Like, really?
She's not impressed.
A life debt is serious, but nothing I can do to persuade you otherwise, soldier.
Unfortunately, not this time.
Then you are discharged. And Sullivan too.
It's been an honor.
You are not discharged because I do not believe you worthy of the position, but because you need to be free to act in your own way. Should you return, soldier, you will be reinstated and worthy of a promotion, I'm sure. Both of you. But only should you return.
In my time traveling with this group, we have bested a great many foes that I, in my old life, would have thought impossible. Oh my god, Jamal, fucking years, dude.
Carry on.
Yeah, because of that, I have faith that we will be returned. I do not plan to let this be the end of me, nor anyone else in my party. And he'll give like a little salute,
No one
and then he'll go
intends
break
that.
the news to Sullivan.
No, he's not going to let you leave quite yet.
Oh, okay.
Soldier, before you go, you've earned something. You and Sullivan, your work. Please, take these. And he will hand you 2 rings from his
They
collection.
require attunement.
Probably.
Uh-oh.
Probably.
Fuck!
But these are marked with the Dawnguard inscription and the very mark of the King, Naris. These are few and far between, but you would do well to wear them. Serve with pride. And they do not require attunement, I've just looked. Ring of the Atlas.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Nice.
Both of you.
Thank you.
And not only that, but they will also get you past those pesky knight incumbents should you ever wish to have word with the king. Though Do not abuse the privilege,
that's
or you
Sullivan's
might find that
favorite
they are
pastime.
confiscated. And he will look at you, and you see like almost like a tear in his eye, and like Sullivan offered me to travel with you, and truth is, I cannot do such a thing. You know this as well as I do. But I wish I could travel across the border to defend my friend and repay a life debt. For anybody who can't see the chat,
I'm
Obi
ready to
asked,
fight.
what did they get? Elliot simply
What did they
responded,
get? They got fired.
I'm ready to
Fired.
fight. I'm ready to fight.
Do you understand? Do you understand the process? So you've been discharged.A.pon your return
Yeah.
from Mistralia, you'll be reinstated with a promotion. But you cannot head over the border without a night venture role, and so you will travel instead with Anvar's quiet respect and regard. Yeah, he lets you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sergeant.
I'm gonna pull Sullivan aside and say, "Yeah, we got fired." He
What are
won't
you-
say it like that. He'll.
What are you
we
talking
were-
about, Glacius?
So,
We were discharged so that way we are allowed to go over the border.
I will storm past Glacius, like
Uh-oh,
quite roughly,
he's
like in the
pissed.
shoulder, nudge him, like push him, and I'll barge into the office.
Ah, Sullivan. Do come in.
What is the meaning of this?
Shut the door, Sergeant.
mm-mm.
I'll slam the door behind me.
Whoa.
Take a seat if you wish.
Bill.
I
The
will
door
stand,
breaks.
He sort of sits up in his seat and pours himself a drink.
and I
braces
shoot
himself.
his assistant an evil look to say, "Don't you dare
There is
giggle
no
with
assistant.
Jamal's mum."
It takes a mouthful. Soldier, you have duties. You're a knight errant. Your duties are within the borders of Sogravia, aiding those in most needs of assistance. There are many different areas in which you might serve right now. We do not have enough knight errants. There is a skirmish that went on at a village nearby. There are people who are homeless on their way from Van Hania, headed to Justern, who could use an escort. A merchant recently had his shop broken into, and all of his goods pillaged. We don't know who by. And up
there
north
is-
in Farron, there was an encroachment over the border. These are the duties of a knight errant. And yet, as part of your group, the Shadow Hunters, I think your name goes by.
We're actually rebranded as the Message.
You have done fine work against the Shadow Veil. I believe that victory against the Shadow Veil is more important than duties, than specific roles, and individual tasks. But I do not lead the Dawn God. If you are unable to attend to your duties, then you cannot fulfill the role of a knight errant. But do not
To
think for
clarify-
1 second that you do not go with the blessing of the Dawn God, and you will be reinstated with a promotion upon return. And I am assured that you will return successfully to save the life of your friend.
To clarify, my role is to help and protect those within the borders, correct?
Do not try and make some long-winded argument that you are doing that by exiting Sogravia. It is not where your
That is
duties lie.
exactly what I'm suggesting.
I am aware.
I have a Vidalcan who is dying.
And how do you suggest that I make the excuse that the very knight that is meant to be standing guard at the border, the knight defender himself, Glacius, has gone over the border? I can only push the boundaries so far. Soldier, this is not a dismissal. This is a temporary
You're
suspension.
discharging me.
I am temporarily suspending you from the Dawn Guard to fulfill your duties with my very blessings and my heartfelt good wishes, and I will ensure that you are promoted upon your return. But this
If I
is the
return.
only option. If you do not return, then you will have a state funeral as a well-regarded member of the Dawn Guard.
but I won't be a member of the Dawn Guard.
And only Gankis will know that, and only Gankis will know why. It will not become public unless you make it so, Solomon. I have a job to do, and so do you. Go rescue your Vidalka.
Like, Sullivan, like, his body is, like, very tense. And, like, he looks like he's so built up with, like, anger and emotion that he could, like, cry at any second. And he just very quietly turns on his heel and walks out.
Lieutenant Hut.
Anybody watching Sullivan turn out?
Sorry, just really quickly. As I like open the door to leave, I'm gonna unhook my Dawn Guard cloak and drop it on the floor.
Anvar stands in the doorway for quite a while. Anybody who's watching will notice. After a little while, he walks over and he picks up the cloak. He folds it neatly and he walks over to the desk. You can see that there's at least there's sort of a tear in his eye. He looks aggrieved. He has a quiet word with somebody at the desk and hands them the cloak. But you can return to the group. I believe you were headed upstairs to speak to Callis and to Yen.
Yeah.
Okay. You are directed along a long corridor to the office at the end of the hall. You know this to be the Grand Office. It is used for visiting dignitaries. When you will get there as a group, you can knock on the door, for example. That's what you're thinking. Just a sort of sharp rap, is that what we're going for? If only that came through the mic.
Yeah, for real.
Yes, we can see you knocking, but we can't hear it.
Yeah, if it was my other mic, it would have picked it up. But
Yeah.
this one doesn't.
And after a moment, the door opens. And you're greeted by an elf. You note multiple scars on his face. He looks a little older.
Final Fantasy.
He's wearing like sort of stout leather armor, and he looks over at you all and yes, because it is expected. Come on in. This is Yen, and he gestures towards a fairy who is sat sort of awkwardly. She's like got her legs crossed over the edge of a chair, and she's taking quite heavy swigs from what appears to be a large tankard of ale. Hey, come on in, all of you. Oh, you're the one who this is all for, right? Zavril, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
she knows you.
that's...
Wonderful. Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Callis was just telling me about a group that headed over the border. I understand where to instruct you, or perhaps even guide you.
Oh?
Well, that's to be discussed later. You want to hear just exactly how rough and tumble it is over there. I've just returned. Been over there 11 weeks. It's the second longest stay. Well, apart from that nonsense about that man who was there for 150 years. Our man is with you.
Yeah, that's
second
just
longest
an
stay.
urban legend.
Second longest stay in the Mistralia after Callis's 16 weeks. Troublesome times. I nearly thought I wasn't going to make it. What's driving you to this madness? Well, apart from Saville's impending death.
No, that's it.
I see.
I mean, on a bigger scale, we're trying to find out what we can, right?
And ain't that the crux of it? Yeah.
That's a side thing. It's Zavril, let's be honest, guys.
Well,
Hey, take the bonuses that you can get as you find them, yeah? If you find something that can help fight the Shadow Veil and push them back, and
Yeah, no shit.
possibly
dum-dum.
defeat them once and for all. Don't
she
hesitate
leaps
to
up
take
and
the chance.
flaps on over right in front of you, Zavril, and hovers just before your face. She sort of prods you in the forehead and... So you got the shadow inside you, have you? It's pretty cool, kind of.
Yeah,
If a little
Maybe you
unfortunate.
can see it. Yeah, if you take a look behind my eyes, maybe you might see. Sort of.
Spooky!
Maybe you'll see it linger there.
Ah, man, that kind of sucks for you, right? So, whole point is to get rid of it. Well, we've not found a cure yet, but if there was to be a cure, I know where it is.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's where they keep the slaves alive. I've seen it from far.
Among the same things they used to control their slaves, yes, or keep them.
Yeah, maybe. I just know that they get the shadow curse and they don't die. Illis Naviston is where they keep them.
What did she say?
Illis
that-
Naviston is where they keep the slaves.
Oh no, that's really far.
I've seen it from a distance.
Have you been there? Or do you just have you just?
Hell no! I like to get back from my missions, but I've seen it from a distance. It's huge. You wouldn't believe it. It's bigger than anything you've ever seen. Miles into the sky. Fortress like no other. But we could try a few other places first. You know, I mean, there's a chance. I don't know, but they do have an outpost of slaves. Yeah, go on, measure it. I'm watching you.
I was going to measure it, but it's in feet and not miles. Unless
Yeah.
you're multiplying
That
it.
is
Only 60 feet.
617 miles.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
617 miles.
I could teleport us there.
I love Obi and Callum not understanding maps.
Yeah, this looks correct. This is to scale, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Measure it again.
Uh-oh. Okay.
hold
Uh-oh,
on, that
about
one's in
600
meters.
miles?
That
So
one's in
what,
meters. Let's
every-
put it in miles.
Oh,
There we
meters. Okay.
There we go.
So that'll be 600.
Oh,
probably
God.
600 days.
No,
No.
40 miles a day. Roughly.
Okay, word.
Okay, so
13 days there. 13 days back.
15
Something like
days.
that.
So like a solid month we're gonna spend there.
Well, kind of. Time passes differently in the Shadow Belt.
Oh.
Yeah. It'll probably be about 4 or 5 days there. Maybe 3.
Wait, how many did she say? 4 or 5?
Maybe 3. It's about
Wow.
5 days over here to 1 day there.
I need to write this down.
You may
How
write
does
it down.
this make sense?
Callis sort of looks over
Time
there.
dilation.
It's
Is it by chance always dusk?
sort
Thought I
of.
would ask.
If dim light's your friend, you'll find plenty of it.
Oh.
So, can we just send Astrid then? She'll be fine.
But time does pass differently there. Plays with your mind. You'll need 12 meals a day.
Jesus.
The hours stretch endlessly. It's a tough place to spend a long period of time. I have been to Illis Naviston. I've been over the wall once. A long time ago now. I wouldn't recommend it. But there is somewhere you could go first. To the east of Mistralia, northeast. They have a place there, It's where the slaves change. It's where their hope is taken away.
Where's that? Oh, it's like
It's
half
in
the
Mistralia.
distance.
You have to cross the gulf. Deep gullies of rock. Climbing up and down them all day, every day. It's tough going. But you might have some luck there. Look, I can't travel with you. And I wouldn't, frankly, even if I could. For what you're going to attempt is... It's a great risk. But But if you are to attempt it, you must submit to the same shielding that all Night Ventures go through. If the Shadow Veil find you, they cannot understand secrets of Sogravia. Before you cross the border, and I will lead you across the border myself.
Mm.
You must take this. He holds up a bottle. There are about 15 portions in here. Some of your memories, those that you could cling to make you truly stronger, will not be available to you in Shadowvale Lands. But it is for your own good. Your family will be dim memories. The landscape and geography of Sogravia will be difficult to recall. But make no mistake, the physical trials of Mistralia are many, but the mental pressure is what will kill you. Yen sort of jumps up and, hey, it's not all that bad. Go on, don't try and ruin their chances. There's the rotting food, there's the weird magic, there's the heavy air, there's all the wild beasts and enemies that will attack you on sight, and the strange plants, and the sandstorms, and the thunder, and the acid rain, and the quicksand, and the bogs, and the strange passing of time, and the dimensional space problems, all of that to contend with. The mind stuff isn't all that much worse. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. We'll be fine. Hell, if you'll have me. I'll go with you.
If you're gonna talk like that the whole time.
Talk like what?
You're trying to scare us.
No, he's trying to scare you. I'm telling you that you can manage it all at once. It's all as bad as each other, and you
I
can
didn't
just take
like
it in
your
one bit of
tone.
pill.
Is Matt in slow motion for anyone else, or is it just me?
I think it's just you.
Just you.
Okay, he just now on his camera said stop.
Wow, that was forever ago.
You're Obi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pleasure. Nien. I only got one way toolkit, I'm afraid. Doesn't come in refunds. But you want to stand a chance, you take Callus. He won't come with you, so I'm your next best bet. I've done it before you.
Okay.
And I've come back.
Help us, please.
And that's the name of the game, isn't it? It's not finding the answers. It's getting back. Because even if you don't succeed, each of you, she sort of prods each of you as she flits around the room. Astrid, Callum, Elliot Sullivan, Glacius, Zavril.
said
Well,
Elliot
not you. You won't be
Sullivan.
going, let alone coming back. And Obi. You need to come back. You've done some stuff, right? Some pretty cool stuff from what I hear.
You've heard correctly.
Yeah.
I was told by Anvar that if anyone's going to beat the odds, it's going to be you guys.
Oh hell yeah!
Aw.
He
We have
thinks
one
very
person
highly
who
of
rolls
you.
dice really well.
Is that right? I'll remember not to gamble with you all. Not that we'll have anything to gamble when we travel over. You'll need to prepare and pack. It's difficult to pack from Australia. It's difficult to carry enough without it weighing you down, you know?
I don't think that'll be too much of a problem.
Why is that?
Oh, we got pocket dimensions left and right.
Yeah.
We do. We have like
Not in
3.
Australia, you don't.
Uh-oh.
You don't want to use those over there. You never know what's going to happen. You can open a time-space rift. I've seen one go. One of our men forgot their bag of holding. Well, it's something about... I don't get it. Callus sort of... The existence of Mistralia, we believe, is part of the... We can hear someone. Please, sort your shit out. The existence of Mistralia is like an extra-dimensional space of its own. The plane of shadow is not meant to exist in the plane of material plane. When you mix two extra-dimensional spaces together...
Yeah, catastrophic failure.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's not
what if we
guaranteed to
go to the
happen, but-
capital and do that?
You'd have. He looks at
like
you.
a nuclear bomb.
That's not how that works. It would explode long before you got there. Something
shit.
tells me you're not the brains of the operation. He swings away and looks at Callum.
Yeah, fuck you too then.
Are you suggesting we shouldn't bring our bag of holding at all to Mistralia?
You cannot.
Oh,
Better make
fuck.
it over the border.
Watch me.
We
That's
do
just
have.
now.
We
It's
do
not
have.
worth it.
We do have some cold pack bags. Help you keep supplies fresh-ish. But 24 hours is the limit.
On it.
Magic works differently
we
there.
put?
If you have magics that summon food or drink, you'll find that you need to have some food in the first place to increase it. There are some berries you can pick that you can cast good berry, that you can use as a component. Magic is a strange thing out there. Unusual effects every time. And you can't cast magic during any of the storms.
Oh my gosh.
Then how do I fight?
During a storm? You don't.
Yeah.
You take cover.
Oh.
You hide. And you wait it out. There are sandstorms, strange thunder, acid rainstorms. During those times, you hide. You hide well. Outside of that, you're sparing with your use of magic. But if you have to fight, you use what you must.
I've never been so happy not to use magic.
If you crave food and drink, you eat it immediately before it rots. And if you notice a strange smell, you put it away and throw it to the ground. There is food you can hunt out there. Again, I'll show you. The Underdark can be your friend when you need to take refuge. It's a dangerous place, but hell, Hold'em Mistralia is a dangerous place.
I learned Undercommon.
I pray you don't have to speak it, for if you meet the drow, chances are that'll be the last meeting you have.
We're on good terms with a faction of them.
Not over there, I don't think.
You got the right of it. Those that exist among the Shadowvale have made dark deals. But I wasn't kidding when I said the biggest problem you'll face is that of the mind. Don't believe everything you see. Look twice. Blink
And
slowly.
don't blink.
No, blink slowly. And look again.
No, I was, making a Doctor Who pun.
Oh, I see.
Blink and you'll miss it.
It's not a weeping angel, Josh.
You don't know what's out there.
There could be.
You don't know
I
what's
know.
out there, and frankly, neither do we. Every time I go there, I find different beasts, different creatures, different enemies, different magics. But one thing remains the same. You'll lose hope. You'll be dragged down mentally. You'll doubt what your own mind tells you. Everyone who travels to Mistralia goes mad. But it's how you control it, channel it, and return to sanity when you get back that matters.
I was already mad to begin with.
If you can wear that
You've
armor.
got to be a little bit mad to be a part of our group, I think.
He
But
nods
it's
to it.
okay.
yeah.
He nods to it and he says, if you can wear that armor, you're well prepared for the Shadowvale lands.
Oh, great.
It
We all
tells
need
me to
demon
kill
armor.
people.
Yen will help. Well, from what I understand, it takes some mental resistance not to turn into an evil creature. Well, maybe.
Demon.
Wait,
Yeah.
does?
Oh, yeah. Breathing the air can be difficult sometimes. Take it slowly. Don't run unless you have to. But Yen will tell you all of this as you go across the border. For what it's worth, I think what you're doing is noble, courageous, slightly stupid, and exactly what I would have done 50 years ago. You should be proud
Thank
of
you for
yourselves.
aiding us.
I hope you still thank me when you're halfway to wherever you need to be.
But you're not going to be with us, so we can't thank you, so...
Your better man would tell you not to go. But
Indeed.
I do have a request if you're traveling across the border. Yen went looking for someone. If you can find them, see what you can do about it. They've been missing a long time.
I feel like that's open to interpretation. Do we kill
I'm
them?
sure
Do we
we-
rescue them?
He posted this
Oh,
quest.
you mean this
he posted
dead
this quest
dude with
quite a while
ring
ago.
on our map?
Yeah. You know that's where he went missing, but he's not there. Yen's been there. Yen sort of looks at you. I've travelled with Renette. She's a good sort. If we can find our partner, we should. Callus looks at you all. And by God, if you can get any plants over the border intact from those lands, we could really use the time to study them.
I heard there's a special tea you're supposed to drink before you go over the border. Can we have some of that?
Yen smiles, and I'll prep it as many times as I can. But the herbs rot pretty quickly, and it's difficult to find more over there. It helps with the air.
Yeah,
You're right with that, about that. Most people who aren't scouts don't know about that.
Oh, I've heard it from a couple people on the road.
I see.
Wow, Glacius. So well informed.
When they went to Mistralia, they
He's
didn't
right,
know
you
about
know.
it. And when they got back, they got told about it on the road. After they,
But just some random person.
She wasn't a random person. She was the daughter of the. She was the daughter of the Elven Queen.
Was it her that told us? I thought we just passed some merchant.
You didn't know
and
who
we
she
said
was
we
at that
just
time.
got back.
You didn't know who she was at that
Ah, that's what it was. Yeah. We were so livid.
We were fuming.
That was then. This is now. Jan sort of looks at you and so are you gonna let me come with you? I really want to see this through. Like, it's gonna be so cool.
Yes.
I've heard that like you've all got like your cool little fighting styles and stuff, and you call yourself the Shadowhunters. Man, that is so badass.
Well, I've been renamed as the Message.
The message. Wow, that's pretty cool too. I've got no message to share in the Shadowvale other than death, though.
That's kind
Yeah.
of the gist of our thing.
It
The
hides our
message,
it
you
hides our
get it.
secret name.
Is this a lot of us? The 7 of us?
No, we have a secret name. The Shadow Hunters is the cover.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like secret names.
Wait,
I
we
got
have
a
a
secret
secret-
handshake with Callus.
Can we see it?
Is
Yeah,
that how you
our-
know?
our secret-
Our secret name.
What's your secret name?
Secret name is Obi and
But it's a
Friends.
s-
Obi and
secret.
Friends.
Obi and friends. Well, that's just the truth, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
not
Not
nice.
secret.
It's not that
Obi
secret.
Obi
Friends.
tells everybody.
Yeah.
And then she sort of, for the first time, as if just noticing Armand, who's with you, she's like, "Whoa, how'd you do that?" I'm like, "I didn't even notice you till now." Callus sort of, he's been there all this time, but
He's pretty quiet until you start talking about
I
him.
think deceptive
Then
is
he's
the word you're
really
looking
loud.
you're more than what you seem. Can I have a word with you before you guys leave? Not quite a myth, eh?
Oh.
What are you talking about? This is caviar.
That.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know him.
No. But I've heard.
She didn't believe that he was real.
He's famous.
If you can hide from Yen, you might just survive out there.
He or us?
Just
I
him.
think just Amon.
Yeah, just him.
He was there for 100 years.
Yeah.
Oh, he
So
survived.
this is to be your
alright,
group,
that's
is
for
it?
sure.
The 7 of you?
You
You don't
I
have
think
Marcus
there's
or
one
Stalin
more.
with you. You don't have Marcus or Stalin with you.
2 more.
3 more.
I see. Well, I wish you all the best of luck. It's going to be tough,
Thank you.
but I believe you can make it. If you make it back, you'll tell me everything you saw, yeah? And with this, anybody with a passive insight of 13 or higher, which I think is most of you, will realise that he's sort of a bit wistful, as if he wishes he
Nope.
went. He wishes he could go again. He hasn't been over for 30 years, but nobody's made more forays into Mistralia than Callus. And he misses the slight reckless danger of it. Yen next, the rest of a pint of ale that's almost, it's a third of her body size. She's right, come on! We've got provisions to get and everything, right?
Yes,
We
we
do.
do.
We're gonna have to get you proper tents.
Oh, we have a nice tent.
No,
Yeah,
we
we
can't
have-
use it.
Oh man, sort of
Just-
extra dimensional.
God damn it. Okay.
I have
Yeah.
a regular 2-person tent.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit like that.
I have
Those.
I
I don't
have
want
a
them
better-
waterproofed, but apart from that, covered in tar is the best way to do it. And
Very good tent if it's not waterproof.
Yeah.
you say that, but they always say they're waterproof, and then it rains and water gets in.
It's more like water resistant.
Yeah,
Water.
tar on the top. That's the trick. You all got climbing gear? You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Just the
Wait,
food and
Ash,
drink
you have
then.
stuff. You have spare climbing gear, like besides, because I know you have your shoes that let you walk on the wall, but like that might not.
She has
work
like rope
either.
of climbing, a climbing kit, pittons.
Rope climbing,
Grappling
yeah,
hooks.
Titans,
Just
grappling
making
hook.
sure.
When
Other
everybody
rope.
bought their gear, all you players were like planning for like the entire campaign, and Alora just wanted to scale a mountain. That's it. That's all she wanted. And it's gonna come true.
Hey.
Carlos, sort of before you go, maybe I could show you something.
Sit out.
It's just here, and he spreads. He takes out a small sort of piece of parchment. He spreads it out, and it's a map of it's a map of Mistralia. Are you good? Very good.
Yes,
Uh,
I'm fine. I'm just a child.
Okay. He spreads out a map of Mistralia, but unlike all the others, this one has paths.
Whoa.
I will draw them all for you onto the map of Mistralia you will get. But it shows you the different ways you can actually walk and the ways you can't walk. And it's every path he's done. And every trek he's made. I'll have a copy drawn up for you before you go.
I'm assuming Yen helps him keep it updated since he went like 30 years ago.
She has the past that she knows, but she can fly.
One of us can.
I can
Yeah.
fly.
2 of you can actually, I think. Maybe even 3 if you cast it. But she permanently flies. She has wings, so she doesn't need to find footpaths. She's helped make a couple of notes, but for the most part,
If we level up a couple times, I can fly.
A couple times.
Yeah, James, you want to just
It's like
level us up
level
to like
18.
15 again?
Nah, it's at 14.
14. Okay, great. Not too far. Well,
Yeah, James, you want to just give us that again?
I hear if we politely ask, we get level ups and
I hear you're
sometimes
going to
feet.
level up after this session anyway.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go!
James,
Hi, Zavril. I want my level.
Yeah.
could we take a break soon?
I'm desperately trying to get us to the break, and you guys keep interrupting me.
I love you.
Yeah, so when you will leave, he will hold Armand back, and Armand will tell you he'll meet you back at home. But it is assumed that you will contact Kailana and meet her at your home, while Yen collects supplies, and Armand will guide Yen back to the house with a wagon, bringing back all the stuff for Australia.
Perfect.
And while that happens, we
Nice.
will take a short break. Hello and welcome back to the shorter second half of Sogravia Last Bastion. You were headed back home, unless anybody had anything else to do in Van Hania.
No.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head home straight away. A little later, Yen and Armand will come back on a wagon. Most of the stuff on the wagon are sort of material supplies. You've each got these sort of sturdy backpacks that you can keep a one-man tent in. On even. So the idea is that you will tent up separately because sometimes if it's safer, basically, to keep it simpler. That you all have, like, if you get separated, you have shelter from a storm or whatever. Again, suggests that also Glacius and Sullivan, if possible, being the stronger members, might also carry a couple of the 3-man tents. so that you guys, or 4-man tents, sorry, so that if you guys want to sort of like communally use them, you can. Just a reminder, the lantern you can use in Mistralia. That is not an extra dimension of space. It is, however, only available for 12 hours a day. So that might be different in Mistralia than it is at home. Don't expect to be popping there for an 8-hour rest every 24 hours. Other supplies that are provided include what appear to be a couple of like bear traps and hunting snares.
We have those.
Yen also has provided you all with a hand crossbow. She has some sort of like almost sleeper darts, I guess is the way of putting it, that you can use to shoot some of the more scary wild animals that can then be cut up. Because if you kill them first and then attempt to turn them into food, they can rot before you've even managed to finish cooking them. You also have 2 cooling bags. We'll give one to Callum.
Thank you.
And probably the second one to Marcus. These you can put food in and they might last a little longer. And these will be packed full of food before you guys go.
Potatoes.
And other foods that survive better. Callus will meet you on the border tomorrow morning. But for now, or meet you at home and take you to the border, sorry, tomorrow morning. But for now, I believe you guys wanted to make contact with Kalama.
Yeah, we got that mirror that does it, right?
Yep. Davro, looks like it's time.
Yeah,
How's it if we sleep?
it's time.
Yeah, let's contact the Taiwan.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's not as bad
Who
as
would
it
do
seems,
that?
probably.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
I'll do it.
I'll take it upon myself. I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
I'll just approach this mirror.
Yeah, take out the mirror. It's a hand mirror.
Yep.
You take it out.
Oh, yeah, hand mirror,
and, hesitation on the other end. You hear this sort of loud voice. Well, hold on! Busy. And she sort of eventually pulled it. What? Oh. Zavril. Sorry. What's up? What can I do for you?
It's okay. It's time.
Oh, is it? Time for dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, dinner and then the long nap.
Oh, you always gotta be so cryptic. You mean you need to visit the Sisterhood?
Yeah, it's time to go.
Alright, well my... where are you at?
We're currently at... We're at our place, right?
You're at home, yeah.
Yeah.
That was you telling her you're at home. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm at home, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, we're here.
I don't know. You asked her where you're at. She doesn't know. She asked you.
No, I was just double checking. Yeah, we are here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Checking with you. Yeah, now we're here.
Right. We're here. Cool. Here's nice and specific. Love that.
We're home. Yeah.
Okay.
Would love that for you.
Yeah. I want you to know you're an inconvenience. Give me 3 hours.
Okay.
All right. And as she's putting it away, fucking duties. You can chill at home for about 3 hours. It's about 5 p.m. at this point in the evening.
Davro, pass the weed.
Let's
Yeah,
talk up the
actually, yeah, you know
one
what,
last time.
Yeah, I'll take some last moments to chill and pass around the pipe weed with some people and just relax and just enjoy some last moments.
Yeah. And
Last moments. You're coming back, you dumbass.
I know I'll hardly miss. I know it'll be hardly any time gone for me, but it won't be for you guys, and I know that.
Oh, I don't know. You might have long, in-depth, difficult, painful, and sad dreams that cause your character sheet to be irrevocably changed.
God.
We'll
Again?
turn into a warlock.
Oh no.
Or
Oh, that would
something.
be incredible, but that would be terrible.
Anyway, for the most part, Marcus is peppering Yen with questions about the Shadowvale lands, and Armand seems to be answering as many of them as Yen, to Yen's surprise, and increasing respect. After a little while, Obi, Pigsticker and Sheepsbane come to you. Obi, can we talk to you?
Why?
Questions. Got questions.
Okay. Hi.
Let's go to the garden.
Okay, Obi goes to the garden.
Okay. So, you go away and you're gone for a while and then you come back, yeah? That's what happens. And
Yeah.
we the goblins stay at the house, yeah?
Yeah.
But normally you go safe places, right? Sort of safe places.
Yeah.
And this time, you're going
Sometimes.
somewhere big scary.
Yes, very big, very scary, very not cool.
But you're coming back, right?
Yeah, we always come back.
Yeah, but till you don't, right? What if you don't?
No, that's not really possible.
Oh. Well, that's good. But if you're going somewhere big and scary, you don't need us.
Well, if you came with us, who would stay back and watch the house? We only need our bravest soldiers to stay here.
We watch the house, but it
We can't
never
get
does
rocked.
anything.
You're not watching the house. You're just...
Surprised you were by that sentence.
You're not watching the house. You're making sure no one comes and robs the place or.
Not
Does
even
anything
Starling?
bad
She's
and just-
always stealing the wine.
Well,
Oh,
that's
speaking
she's
of, I'll
allowed
pop
to.
the brandy.
But the wine is kind of forced Starling.
Oh, okay. So she's not stealing because it's hers. Alright, okay.
Yeah,
You better come back.
Mostly.
We'll be really mad at you.
we'll always be back. It's not even a thought in my head. We won't be.
Okay.
Aww.
We'll pray to Maglubiat for you. Just in case.
I will put on my mask and I will pray with them. I'll pray with you guys before we leave.
Okay. And they go into a tone that you've never heard from either of them, as Sheepsbane leads Maglubiat. We beseech you, bring back friend Obi, and all the friends from big scary places, safely and sounding, muchly, always, every time. Maglubiat, we beseech you. And he just repeats, in like really solemn tone. And after the third time, they sort of, Maglubiat, Maglubiat. And they do a little dance and like, you're coming back. Oh, that's good. Then we can drink. We can celebrate. We can have fun, right? Because it's okay. Because
Yeah.
always coming. Okay, good.
Yep.
And they walk
We'll
into the
look in
room
the
and
sky
like,
and say,
oh, go on.
I was just gonna look up and say, Maglubia, if you can protect us and help us while we're out there, I would appreciate it. And then he'll join him.
And as you head in, the Sheepsbane and Pigsticker sort of look over the table at Fat Skull, who's in the kitchen, like, yo, Fat Skull! It's okay, they're coming back! Fat Skull sort of looks back in an age-old tone, just, I never doubted it. And you just hear, I did! The other side of Sticks goes like, well, that's good. Starting sort of looks around the table and we are coming back, right? That's the plan. God, I'm gonna miss this place while we're gone. Food's good. The wine's good. We did pack wine, right?
You got 3 bottles of brandy.
Does wine
That's your job.
survive over the border? I look at Yen. And Amon.
I'm not sure I've ever taken it. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really pack wine. I don't really need wine. And
All right, I look at Amon.
Amon,
You can't live without wine.
That's
not,
true.
I can, but wine travels better than some other
False.
things. I have 3 vats that we'll bring with us. It sounds like a lot, but a vat is like this.
No, that won't
Oh,
last
so
long.
it's like
2
a
bottles.
stalling minute.
Like 2 bottles. Yeah, it's not going to last more than the first 5 days. But it'll last the first 5 days. And that's important because Starling needs healing. And that's how she heals. After about 3 hours, there's a knock on the door.
What is it?
What do you think?
Probably Kailan.
Told me! It's hardly going to not show up. Got the door open. It's wet out here.
Oh, it's raining outside. Yeah, we'll let her in.
Yeah, it was raining.
What's he gonna do? Not let her in?
Yeah.
So,
You're such
what's
a
the plan? Am I just
troll.
taking Zavril, or are you all coming for the ride?
I think we should come see him off.
Who are you guys? She looks at Yen.
Side
Armand,
characters.
Marcus,
Don't worry about them.
the goblins. Alright. Collect people like nothing else. None of them are coming, are they? I'd like to come, if I could. Name's Armand. It won't be trouble, I promise. She sort of shrugs her shoulder and then... Alright, cool. I'll meet you outside in 5 minutes. And she looks over to Starling and takes her hand and... Come on. Let's talk. And her and Starling walk out into the rain. So why she was so annoyed about getting let in, I don't know. You will notice she's taken somebody else's glass of wine off the table. Yeah.
My wine!
Fine.
After a few minutes, you see Starling come back, tears in her, tears streaming down her face. She looks a mess. And she looks over to Zavril and, hey, Blue Man. Come on.
Yeah, huh? It's not me that you really need to be saying good luck to, it's these others. They're
Yeah.
the ones really putting themselves in danger.
Good luck anyway.
Thank you nonetheless.
If I die trying to save your ass, I want you to know I'm furious.
Oh no, we're haunting him.
Damn
if
right
he
you should
wants to
be.
die.
She smiles at you and then
But you
sort of
will.
gives you this awkward sort of shoulder pat, which is almost a hug but not quite. And then she goes upstairs. Carlana sort of shouts, I'm waiting!
Keep waiting then.
Let's go.
Alright. Everybody hop aboard the bus. Hold hands like friends.
Sweet.
She sort of smiles
I'm gonna hold Sullivan's hand.
and wonders where the hell the sisterhood is. Where the fuck has the sisterhood gone? I put it somewhere weird?
Question of the ages.
No, that's the mansion.
Why has Glacius waited till Sullivan's got a girlfriend to now try and shoot his shot, make his move?
He didn't realize until he saw you slip away.
Yeah.
Well, it's really important.
I want you back.
Too late. I have someone new who loves me.
And as you all hold hands, you'll appear in the courtyard.
Oh, jeez.
Carlana will sort of...
Oh, he's
Alright.
already here.
Hold on a minute. Here
Obi,
we
what are you
go.
doing in the pond?
Okay.
I'm practicing my swimming. We have to go through the river.
Here she
Now
comes.
swimming laps in the fountain.
And greeting you will be 2 of these lovely masked people
Yes.
whose
Oh,
masks haven't loaded
Great, them.
for me. Welcome.
Oh, he puts his mask on.
Right. They sort of look at you and okay. You bring the Vidalcan to put him into our care, is that right?
Yes.
Good idea.
His name is Zavril.
That is of no import.
It is to
Well, it
us.
is to us.
I'm sure it is. Sylara will see you.
You
who's
not
that?
see us then?
Kailana sort of. That is our mum. He's under my care. Another one, Kailana? No. Just a one-time visit. And Armand will look to the two of the seven, sort of reach down and kiss each one of their hands. And then he leans in as if to give them a hug and whispers something very quietly. And the seven sort of step back immediately and... This is foul arts. Get him out of our sight.
Don't suppose I could have heard what he said.
Good job.
No. Even if you did, it would have just been a bunch of random syllables to you. Kailana sort of looks at Armand and thought you said you weren't going to cause trouble. He said, actually, I said I wouldn't cause any trouble for you. Right. Okay, let's go find Solara. And they'll lead you up to what is effectively the medical wing. And here we are. Our little hall. Solara sort of looks over. Several.
Yes,
It's time, is it?
it's time.
I'll make the necessary preparations. When you're ready, come and join me in here. She gestures towards a room and she leaves you standing in a sort of open hallway with just your friends.
That's
You look
where it's
around
gonna
and
get whacked.
Kailana has stepped away to stand outside the door. Sorry, what did you say, Josh?
I said that's where he's gonna get whacked. As in killed.
Maybe.
Yep.
They said they'd put him to a long sleep. Maybe that's what it is.
Nothing longer than death.
Oops.
He did say the long sleep. He didn't say a long sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very true. It's a good point.
It's just a group of you. Empty hall. You will note that the fluffy ginger cat has leapt up onto one of the medic beds. It is curled up on a pillow.
I'd like everyone else say goodbye first. I'd like to be the last one to speak to several.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get one more message in to your girlfriend.
If you were here, you'd know I have a sending stone now, so fuck you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Fine, I'll-
Not. No, after you.
Okay, I'll go first. Several. Yeah, Callum will just come and give you a stoic, manly handshake. And,
That manly
you know,
handshake will quickly become a bro hug.
Aww. They'll say, don't worry, we won't find any other useless wizards to replace you.
It's only one of those,
Maybe-
yeah?
Maybe a useful one in that time.
Yeah, I can't promise that.
It's okay, I'm pretty sure Armand's got some good tricks up his sleeve. He'll be good in my stead.
We'll see you next week.
Armand gestures for you to go next, Ashton.
I will just sort of awkwardly step up for a quick hug.
And I'll be quickly returned.
I will miss your battle singing.
Aw.
Really did.
Too. Oh, shit.
Always. It pushed us beyond even what we thought we could do. And I'll think about it, and every time I fight, and use that to get back here.
I know you will make it back here. Never doubt yourself on that one.
Armand
It's
steps.
this lot we have to worry about.
Armand steps forward and looks at you several and says, "I won't miss your singing at all. I'm putting something incredibly important into your care. It's going in the ice with you. I've been told I can't take it with me. This portal here leads to my mother's stores. Food
Wow.
stores and other things. There's some excellent pipeweed in there, if there's less of it when I get back."
Well, when you do return, when I'm finally out of this, gladly share some with you. And once again, thank you for everything you're doing for these. And for me.
Ah, yeah, don't get soppy on me. I can't be dealing with that. Just look after my pipeweed. And he sort of
And
nods
look
to you
after
and
this
steps
lot, damn
away.
it.
Maybe. He steps away.
I'll go up to Zavril. I'll give him a bro hug and be like, if we die, I'm haunting you.
In that case, you better make it back.
Well, Obi's gonna slowly walk forward with tears in his eyes.
Aw.
Since he's so small, he's gonna look up at Zavril and say, I can't be the only one who does the magic now. I will be all alone.
Aw.
I'll kneel down, come to Obi's height. And I'll just say to Obi, there's plenty of magic that you can do on your own. There's big boots to fill, and you fill them every time. You've got this.
Obi will start crying lightly and give him a hug. And then leave.
You make it back, yeah? We'll make it two spellcasters again.
As everybody backs away, it's just Sullivan and Zavril.
Yeah, I will begin walking him towards the door. To the room.
Run!
Get out now! I'll distract. And as we're walking, I will just say, you know, it's not just your capabilities in battle that we will miss, or your knowledge of magic. It will be your company too. We will be missing a very intrinsic part of our team. But hopefully for you, it won't be too long till you'll see us again. And whilst I cannot help with what's about to happen, perhaps this can, and I will place my hand gently on his shoulder. And just in case he's a bit scared of what's about to happen, I will cast heroism on him.
I'll quickly take notice of what you've done. Thank you.
Counterspell.
You always were a hopeless noble one, weren't you? I value
Did you
that.
just call me a noble?
No, a noble one, as in noble of heart, you know.
Okay,
A hopeless noble
Sullivan's
one.
like, I take offense to that.
I kind of, yeah, I look back at Glacius. Well, someone needs to be around here.
Solaris
Sullivan a big
stands in
wave.
the doorway and sort of ready when you are, Zavril.
Ready as ever. Hopefully, I will
Sullivan, is it?
wake up and see you all and hardly even know a minute has passed.
Sullivan, can I have
Maybe
your
I won't be so
assistance?
lucky, but we'll see.
We will. You'll be okay. Sullivan, can I have your assistance, please?
Who was that?
That's Sylara, who's going to help.
Oh, yeah,
Zavril.
sure.
A big sleep.
Yeah. You get to hold the warhammer. I'll hold him down.
She gestures towards the bed for Zavril to lie down on.
As I do, I'll look to Sullivan and say one more thing. Look after them, will you?
Until the last.
If there's anyone that can, it's you. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Go well.
Sylara smiles at you, and this is going to be a little strange. You won't be able to hear anything, but you will be able to see everything for a while. Truth is, I don't know what's going to pass through your mind once you're inside. I don't know how the passing of time works. And, not to worry you, but we've never woken anyone up from one of these. Yet. So, I
Well,
can't tell you what the
hopefully there'll
experience
be
is
a
going to be
first.
But I look forward to you being the first. Good
Hey.
luck, Several.
I'll make sure to document it when I wake up. That way you know what to expect for everyone else, yeah? At least make
Very
some
well.
use out of this.
After I put the glass down, I'm going to put a blanket over the top so that you don't see what's happening. Okay?
Understood.
I just whack him on the head with it.
She puts the glass dome over, and Zavril, for you, it goes silent. And after a moment, a blanket is placed over the top. You see light filtering through it and shadowy movements, but you don't see much more. She turns to Sullivan. Sullivan, I asked your help because I believe you have some healing about you. This usually results in me passing out.
Very well.
Oh,
I will.
If you would
I
see me
don't
to
know.
the bed outside, in the main chamber afterwards, I would much appreciate it.
Very well. I don't know how much help I can be at the moment with magic, but I will.
If the
do
worst
my
comes to
best.
worst, your strong arms will do.
60 lay on hand points.
She focuses for a moment and looks down at Several. You see a single tear roll down her cheek as... Several, I hope you wake. She just stares for a moment. And you see very slowly the colour begin to drain out of her as she puts her hands on the edge of the glass. And you see the colour drain through her hands into the glass as she puts as much of her life magic as she can into the glass.
Mm-hmm.
After a few minutes, she's almost completely pale, almost grey of skin. And she sort of trembles for a moment. Sullivan, it's time. And she collapses forward onto the glass.
I will catch her before she does. And Sullivan's feeling very trepidatious about trying to use his connection to the Dawn God, so he will just pick her up like a princess, and take her to the nearby hospital.
Yeah, so basically in the main lobby, there's this bed here, which she asked you to place her on.
Yes, I will take her there.
And after a moment, two young nurses come and sort of flit over her and... Oh, again, okay. Thank you, we can take it from here.
Thank you.
You can join your friends outside. She gestures towards a balcony outside.
I will do so.
Several. It's silent.
Yeah.
And it's dark. And you're left with just your thoughts. For the rest of you.
No wonder it's so quiet.
Got him.
oof.
Even stasis can't save you from the zingers.
You just hear Sullivan say that right before you pass out.
And no, you hear nothing. You see nothing, but you're still awake. Your thoughts are still present. For the rest of you, when you're on the balcony, Kylan says, oh, going home will be a bit quicker. Ready? Hold hands. Where's Solomon? Oh, come on! You'll miss the boat.
Oh.
Not literally. No boat.
You got a boat now?
Hold hands.
Clum's like, thank God I can't.
Come on,
swim."
come by our and all that. Here's
That's
to
why
it.
Obi was practicing.
And then you just hear this sort of... and the lights sort of fade out almost. And you're stood out front, outside the house. Marcus sort of in the garden, looking at the flowers and sees you all. Oh, that was quick.
Can you imagine if they were Shadowville all along and they just put us all in stasis? And James was like, time to roll new characters.
What a
Welcome to
twist.
Milton.
I know, that would be great.
What a way to get into a new campaign, Jesus.
Kylan looks over the rest of you and... I'd like you to know you're going to be completely useless to me in Mistralia.
What do you
Really?
mean?
Well, I don't need you in Mistralia. I need you combating them here. But anyway, you'll do what you must, I guess. Good luck and all that.
Thank you.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah. Alright. Catch you later. And she takes out this sort of strange blue globe, focuses on it for a moment, and disappears. Bye.
Cool.
You guys are left with your own thoughts for the evening, but no Zavril.
No wonder it's so quiet.
Zavril.
Got everyone with the same thing.
Roasted.
But yeah, the night passes quietly. I'm sure some of you share some thoughts on the whole situation. And bright and early, about 5:30 in the morning, Yen is, hey, come on, it's time to go, come on, let's get going.
Could you chill?
Nope.
That's
Can't you just a
coming from
little
other
bit
people.
excited, Obi? Just a little
has
bit
no
excited to
chill.
go to a place you've never been? Come on.
No.
Not
You
even just-
talked it up in the scariest possible way.
Well, yeah, so it's awful, so it's terrifying, that's okay. It's still a new adventure.
Not that I'm scared, but
No.
No, I'm sure you're not.
Obi-
Don't worry, you won't be by the end of it.
Obi's so jaded now. he
He's
started off the
he's a
campaign
teen now.
so
No,
bright-eyed,
it's-
and I was like, oh.
It's the punished Obi arc.
He's gonna
He-
become the BBEG.
He wears all black
Oh
now.
no.
Yeah.
Well, come on then. Nice, good place to be, people to see, new adventure and all that stuff.
Let's
Okay.
go. Goodbye,
Okay.
goblins.
Oh,
Goodbye,
yeah.
tree.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
guys.
tree.
Goodbye, fat.
Goodbye, house.
Fat.
Yeah.
Dick and all that bullshit.
Good night, Moon.
No, it's morning.
So,
Okay.
we're heading up north a little bit. We're gonna head to the river. I'm gonna walk up the riverside and we'll meet Callus there. He's gonna take us over the border. Now, I'm sure you're all nervous, but we are going to have a great time until we cross the border. All right? So,
Not very
Are we
long.
playing 20
Are
questions
we-
or something?
oh, wait, what? Go on, spit it out, Sullivan. What you got?
Oh, well, no, I'm not asking this in character. Will we be going near Thrask?
No.
Okay, we won't. Okay.
And you'll get.
Because that was just because we could have stopped by the that tavern about the satire. But
That's
that's
just a
What?
35-mile route march.
Satyr.
fine. Yeah, whatever you want to
Satire.
call it.
You know, they
British.
talk different over there.
The jury's still out as to how you meant to say.
The horned goat
Not-
things, yes.
Not how you say it.
Let's
Mr.
do
Thomas.
No
To the
satire
mountains.
satyr to be found. And you'll be led, up to the mountains. It's about a 30-mile walk. But as
No
you're
big deal.
travelling, you look back and you think, God, we've come a long way. Without really going anywhere. You're sort of 20 minutes down the road and already the house is almost completely out of view.
Was this her favorite terrain?
No, nothing of the sort. And as you approach the river, it's sort of 8 a.m. She gestures and just a little way further. Come on, quick now. She's sort of flitting away in front of you. And as you get to the path, you see Kalis in deep sort of meditation, standing there waiting for you. Good. Glad as expected. It's a shame we can't do that outside of Sogravia. Make your journey a lot smoother. Oh no, places to be. Crossing the border is a difficult one. You'll feel perfectly fine one moment and drained the next. It's important that once you enter the land of Mistralia, you take a few moments to get used to your surroundings. You don't try and move too fast. And do not come back until you're ready to stay back. Right. Unless you're blessed with unusual constitution, she nods towards Yen. It should take 6 months between any visits to Mistralia.
I did just get 16.
Didn't she
didn't.
just get back like the other night?
Yep. He did say, unless you're Yen. She's,
Mm.
sometimes I think she's more at home over there than she is over here. Not that I'm saying anything accusatory. He smiles,
Yeah,
he
it
pats
sounds
it.
very.
We're traveling with a
It
shadow veil.
Yeah,
That's
it
all.
sounds like you're
She
trying to
smiles and-
hit at
She
something.
smiles. No, it's okay. I go over there all the time, and it's like, I don't know. I think the trick is not to think too hard about it all. Anyway, you guys are gonna drink that potion now. You ready?
I thought it
Oh,
was
the
Bottoms
forget me
up.
potion. No, it's the forget me potion.
It's the forget me not potion.
It's
That is
okay. I
what
don't
you
remember
want.
anything about here anyway.
Let's drink.
Wait, what does it do?
Once more into the breach.
It means that most of your memories of Sogravia and of the reasons you're going, and of your family, and of anything else that could be of any use to the enemy will fade. You'll recall bits and bobs.
Did we
and-
agree to do this?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
talked
Yep,
about
it
this
was
a
earlier
while
this
ago.
episode.
Oh
Um,
damn! I think I was spaced
but,
out when I
and
signed
he will
that
tell you-
contract.
He will tell you that that it's most of what you hold dear that keeps you strong, and will become like distant memories. But it's important.
But if I hold everyone here strong and close to my heart, what am I gonna forget?
No,
Oh,
Am I
so
just
you'll-
gonna turn back around?
those that travel with
Sullivan will remember
No.
you, those that
Glacius.
travel with you, you'll remember very closely.
That's
And-
true. I'm gonna be having a sending stone necklace and not know what for.
You can't send messages over the border anyway.
I don't know that.
You have been
Like
told
Sullivan
very
doesn't know that.
specifically.
I don't remember Sullivan being told that.
Sullivan
And
just
Sullivan's
got
not gonna be
tired.
remembered either.
Oh my
well,
gosh.
it's at this moment
okay.
that he sort of looks at you and, if you have any last minute messages to send, I can facilitate the process.
Wow, I wish I had prepared sending.
No, he's offering, he can facilitate that process.
I will use my stone of sending,
He said,
and I will say to Charlotte, 25 words, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I need 25. So I'll just say,
Just 3.
yeah, I love you.
"I lesbians you."
No, I just say, dear Charlotte, I'm about to enter the Shadowlands. I'm hoping Shadowlands is all one word. Shadowlands. And will soon forget you. And many
You're
others as. No, not as. So that information can't be used. Oh, shit, I've got 3 left.
It's
I
very
love you.
short.
I love you.
There
yeah,
you go.
I like to win. I love you.
We've had one date.
Shush you.
Shortly
Go back to the
afterwards-
darkness.
Shortly afterwards. And you'll remember again when you come back, I'm sure. Because you will come back, won't you? I'll be waiting. Stay safe. Does anybody else
Well, I
send a
guess-
message before they leave?
I guess that's better than saying thank you when someone says I love you, but still it stinks.
Thank you. Yeah, Sullivan, you had one date. Calm down.
Anybody
Shut
else
up,
need to
you.
send
You're a
before we
virgin.
go?
Oh, I'm the virgin.
Guys,
here.
does anybody else need to sending before we go?
I'll send.
Nope.
I'll send one. I haven't
To your
heard
ex.
all. No, we're married still, but she's mad at me.
Going to Mistralia. to
Nope.
you for dinner.
It's gonna say, very to the point, about to enter the Shadowlands. Taking a potion that'll make me forget you and the kids. Remember me till I get back.
It's very succinct.
If you make
I
it back,
sent sendings.
if you make it
many
back, I'll
times.
kill you. Love you.
Aww.
I love how Callum sent a business memo to his wife.
Mm.
It's because they're still in a fight. Because
Exactly.
he turned his body to metal.
Alan.
Alright.
Caddis looks at you all and... Alright. Drink up.
Bottoms up.
Wait, right before I drink, I'm gonna look at Callum. Callum,
Yeah.
when we get back, can I meet your kids?
Yeah, Ovi, I would like that.
As
Who are
you
you?
go to drink,
What are we doing here?
Armand sort of raises
Then
a
Obi
chin
drinks.
chin and winks directly at you, Callum.
Hmm.
You just see a little bit of purple light emanate from his eyes just before the drink gets tipped back. And he just whispers, Saffron.
Saffron?
Callus will
Saffron?
lead you to the border. And just as you're about to cross, each one of you gets a memory that had just faded. Of Zavril saying goodbye.
Oh.
Armand sort of smiles round at you, and after you've said goodbye to Callus, and you cross over the border, it is like plunging into death itself. The air is heavy around you. It smells faintly of rotting. It's too warm. You're questioning why you even came over here. And then you remember, not just Zavril, but everyone and everything that you were meant to forget. Now Mom just looks at you and... We better not get caught, eh? Let's go.
No.
Who the fuck are you?
And that is where we will end, with no memories forgotten at all.
Oh,
Is that just Callum?
No, all of you. He's bypassed the
Ah.
function for all
Everyone.
of you. But it
Whoa.
means if you get caught, the Shadow Dog
Aw.
will know everything about you.
If we get
But
caught, we're
before we
compromised.
get to the timeless traditions of MVP, first we must ask Jamal a question.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Crossing the border with our party was a scout rogue female with a drink problem, a fairy ranger who doesn't know when to shut up, and a paladin that, sorry, not a paladin, a light cleric with a sword and plate mail who keeps being forgotten.
It's not that. He just keeps to himself.
Who are you going to be playing?
How could we forget Marcus Underdown?
That is a very, very good question. I am very torn at this point between Starling
Mm.
and what's Fairy Girl's name again? I
Yen.
keep forgetting
Yen?
it immediately. Yen. Yeah, I'm very torn between the two.
I thought you were going to go Amon for sure.
No,
Yeah,
Amon's just a
that's-
stat block, and I had a word with Jamal about it because I don't want to reveal too
Oh, I
much about
see.
the character. You don't want to play Marcus, the light cleric with 21 armor class and a sunblade? saying.
Can I play him?
Let's play Glacius.
The cleric is a little tempting, but no, I think I'd prefer.
It's only because he's
either
level
Starling
11
or
that you don't
Yen.
like him.
No, it's honestly because when it comes to Horizon Walker Rangers, you remember I played Fennis.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked Horizon Walker Rangers, and for me, it's always been this notion of, well, if it isn't Armand, it's going to be Starling. But now you've popped that option up, it's like, that's a very, very tough ask. And I think I may need a day or two to come to a decision, but I'm probably hedging towards
bad.
the Horizon Walker Ranger.
Okay. I will say that you won't be role-playing them. I might have let you role-play Marcus, because that guy never talks. But the others do still have their personalities very intact. But you may use their character sheet as and how you wish. I guess we'll start with you for an MVP, as you're on ice.
Man.
Yeah, fucking
Dead as hell.
absolutely iced as hell. I gotta give this one to the moment with the Dawn Guard and the honourable discharge.
Okay.
That was a very, very interesting moment, and you know the reactions that people had to, you know, you're out of a job, but it's still open.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Josh.
Yeah, a little one is the mask that Obi got from the goblins. Very cute. But I think my main one probably just goes to everyone's awkward goodbyes. And no one wanting to go first, and then like a beat of silence, and everyone's like, "Okay, I'll go." No one else is going. Yeah, it was just fun.
Yeah. Alora.
Yeah, I mean, saying goodbye to Zavril and then finally entering Mistralia after all this build-up.
Mm-hmm.
Just all getting there.
It's happening.
Michaela.
Yep. Like everyone said, the goodbyes to Zavril, so sweet. I also loved Obi's goodbyes to the goblins and his promise that we will definitely return.
I'm so terrified that we're only gonna lose Obi.
Don't say
No,
that.
no, I will die
No.
before I let Obi die.
That can be arranged.
Yeah, you're gonna be. I won't even be here, so don't let me die.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be in the Shadow Vale for at least 8 weeks. At least 8 sessions. So you'll be here for at least 4 of them. Matt, your MVP.
I gotta give it to the goblin specifically, being really sad and worried and showing a different emotion for the first time that wasn't just pure chaos.
Yeah. It has a more profound effect, doesn't it, when it's somebody who doesn't normally show any emotion. Darth.
Yeah, I have a couple like little minor ones. I really liked when we went to the Sisterhood and the 7 with the mask showed up and Obi put on the mask. Put on his mask.
That's what he wanted it
That
for.
was really funny.
Mhm.
I liked the different reactions between Glacius and Sullivan upon getting discharged. One was very like, yeah, it's got to be what it is. The other one wildly pissed off. All of the things with Zavril was great, but then I also really liked the hey, what about that tea that we're supposed to have for the Shadow Vale? Because I'm not letting us go in there without it.
Well, see how it goes. I got a couple of minor ones as well. I particularly enjoyed Callum's message to his wife. That was great. Loved that.
The business memo.
Yep. Josh
they
running out
talk.
of words with only 3 words left was fated.
Ooh.
Of course. And I also really enjoyed Obi and the goblins and that little interaction. But I've got to give the MVP today to Josh. Sullivan's reaction and interaction with Anvar was really sort of quite profound and quite moving. So I really enjoyed that. But that isn't where we're going to end. Because you can all level up to level 12
Hell yeah.
and take a level of exhaustion.
Uh-oh.
Really?
Again.
We're doing this damn thing, huh?
Did we know that
We're
ahead of time? We get exhaustion
back.
going here.
Sorry?
Ashen,
didn't
why are
know
you
that we-
poisoned?
Matt, what did you say?
Why am I
I'm
poisoned?
sorry, I didn't know we get exhaustion every time we enter Mistralia. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
That's just the start, because the air's
We
giving
just
us a break.
walked in.
I will see you for a grueling and tough session next week.
I can't wait for
I
disadvantage.
should be warning you guys that sessions will be shorter in Mistralia, with a slightly longer break, because trust me, they are mentally exhausting for players.
Boy.
It is a tough place to be. And you are going to make it back, we hope. At least one of you, maybe.
Yay.
Arman will probably
Just
make it
have
back.
one.
His plot armor's pretty thick. But on that note, that is where we're going to end. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
We shall see you soon.